What's up guys, Sarah Houdini here and welcome to Kao The Kangaroo. This little cute guy is back, This is an old classic 3D platformer from like the Dreamcast there. That's what I played it on. My goodness. And it's back, baby. So, you know, if you love a bit of Crash Bandicoot, you love a bit of Spyro, and you're right at home with Kao. You decided to re-release it. Seeing as Tide the Tasmanian Tiger did pretty well, it's nice to see this guy. They're all getting a re-release. I love it. This one is out now. It's like 30 bucks, you know. Why not give it a shot if you like a little bit of wholesomeness, you know, a not too challenging platformer. He's a cute little kangaroo. And it's definitely been remade in almost identical art style to Spyro the Reignited trilogy. But I don't see too much wrong with that, you know. It's lovely. It's a lovely art style. It's cartoony, and it works. It works, baby. I hope we get to see more from Spyro. But yeah, this game also had a nice trilogy as well. Same with Ty as well. But we'll see how things go. I think Ty Tasman Devil just got the first one that was remade, and now this one. So we'll see where that goes. I'm assuming the most that they sell will kind of show off the chances of us getting a fucking sequel. Alright, let's get into it. Kao! Even though you think like with his name kind of being kind of Japanese-like, and then you know, being a kangaroo, you'd think it'd be done by maybe a Australian dev or something, but nope. It's like it was a Polish dev that made this one. There you go. But happy Friday! Nice to kick off the weekend with some goodies. Oh baby, we're gonna do a little bit of Friday Night Frights after this as well. Buckle up for safety. Nice. Alright. Oh my lord. My freaking ears. Alright. Brightness. Skibidi-doo. Let's hope it saves that. Things can get loud. Yes, he's got his old boxing gloves. There was this whole thing about kangaroos that would box people, huh? I don't know where that started from, whether it was in circuses or what, I'll never know. Bing bong. So pretty. A lot of good news. Sony have announced a state of play for June 2nd. I was thinking, now I don't know if they're going to show up much first party stuff, but it's just nice to see it close to E3. We'll see how that goes. My thoughts on it is if they're going to announce anything God of War Ragnarok, like, it usually would be its own little state of play, but you never know. You never know. All that matters is they're actually talking and doing stuff. This is so colorful. It's beautiful. On the PS5 as well. I think it's pretty much available on everything. It's only digital right now, but I think if you look up like limited run games, you can get it physical for just a little bit extra. It's like $35 and normally it's $30 or €30. So I think that's very reasonable for a cheeky little, you know, a 10 to 15 hour, you know, 3D platformer. Hello, Lacuna. How's it going? Oh my god, that's so cool. I love it. Hype! Hype! When it's all together like that, it's perfect. I saw your state of play. Yeah, what do you think, dude? It might be cool. I just get hyped anyway. But it says it's a lot of third-party stuff, so you never know. You never know. Hopefully, I'll get the God of War marathon started. I feel like it's dragging on now at this point. Pain in the arse. We'll do that. We'll aim for Monday. We'll do a bit of Call of Cthulhu after this. A little bit of Wholesome, a little bit of Eldritch. Why not? I'll give us some wholesome Eldritch. I think there was a couple of games of that. It was like little cutesy Cthulhu stuff. It cracks me up. There's so many great games out right now. There's that V-Rising game that's doing gangbusters. Crazy. There's this funny little, it's called Moonlander instead of Moonlander. And it's like Ori and the Blind Forest, except these crazy mad alien cows, and you play a little UFO. Try to kick some ass with tractor beams and that. That could be fun too. I really want to do like a big old indie stream, because I have so many now. I have like 15. Hello mate, how's it going? Happy Friday, lads. Happy Friday. I have so many indie games I want to play. See what they'll announce. Hopefully some new stuff. Absolutely. Yep. Just put it in my veins. The way things are going, they'll probably be the ones to announce the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remake stuff, because they just have marketing rights, even though it's owned by Xbox, sort of. Isn't it crazy? Alright, let us begin. Kao! Kao? I don't know how you say it right. It's meant to be like KO, I suppose. But it's almost like cow. Cow.
Where are they?
You'll never get them. They'll be your end.
Oh yeah, these magical boxing gloves.
You foolish.
There's one thing the early 2000s and late 90s did was mascot games.
Hurry, Kao. It's time.
See, it's like Kao. Like almost like you're saying Kao. I played this on the Dreamcast. I'm not sure if it ever got the PlayStation. I remember there being like a Game Boy Advance spin-off game or something of it as well. It got sequels. Yeah, it got busy. He's looking good. He's looking good. The magic boxing gloves. Look at your boy. Look at your boy. Okay, ground pound. We got all the old faithfuls. That's right, boy. Get stomped on. Boom! How are you guys doing? I hope you had a lovely week. I hope you have an even better weekend. How's the vacation going? Amid? I hope well. So you get those combos going. Nice simple UI. Some elemental gloves later on. Nice bit of crack for $30.
Let it go.
Why not? They brought back Ty the Tasmanian Devil, or Tasmanian Tiger. I always said Tasmanian Devil. Look at those eyes. So yeah, this was not an Australian developer. This is a Polish developer.
Did
Did you have another nightmare, Kao?
It was more than that. It was like Kaya was trying to tell me something. Maybe she knows.
Not
what
all
happened to Dad.
mascots
I
survived,
have to
like
help her.
Blinks the
Please
Time
don't try to
Sweeper.
stop me, Mom.
Don't worry, I won't.
But, you know, Ty took off pretty
You
well.
won't?
This
I
game was
tried
known
to
for a
stop
good
your
bit.
father,
KO.
and it didn't work.
Hey, yo!
I tried to stop your sister, and she ran away.
Very
Stubbornness
productive.
clearly runs in
Oh.
the family, so I'm not going to make the same mistake again.
All right.
Did a bit of
What's the
Dragon
catch?
Quest.
If you go,
Stranger Things.
you
Lovely.
go well prepared. Go and find Walt first. He's probably checking the area around the dojo. He has to do it more often lately.
Okay, I'm on my way.
I haven't seen Stranger Things yet. Anyone watch a bit of
Thanks, Mom.
Obi-Wan?
You're
They
the
released
best.
Obi-Wan a little bit early.
Of course I am.
Doing alright. Stayed up last night to play Fortnite of all things with homies. Yeah, there you go, see? There you go. People are trying to get me back into it as well. But the no-build stuff, it looks fun again. Watching these kids make fucking crazy builds every 2 seconds is too sweaty. This looks so nice. It's definitely
What?
imitating the art style of the Crash Reignited trilogy.
Kaya?
You're right.
Wait!
We got a little crab tutorial. Shallow water can't kill you, but it will slowly, forever and ever. How dare you? Grabbing. Thanks, bud. Alright, Dingo Dolls. The Thai games, they definitely went through a lot of weird stuff. The second game, he would just get all these like weird like mechs and machines. Times were moving very fast back then. I doubt we're gonna go that way. We'll come back that way. Unless... Huh! No. Do it, man! You can do it!
Is that really you, sis?
Secrets! I love secrets.
I hope Walt is somewhere around here.
Would you look at that? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Yes. Give me more secrets. Our first letter. Let's go. Very like Crash. Or not Crash, like Banjo. Banjo! Collecting the jiggies. That's awesome, dude. Obi-Wan. Yeah, it came out like a day early or something. It's hard to keep up, right? Hard to keep up. So what's the verdict on Stranger Things so far? They really gotta pull it all out. I'm gonna wait probably till it's all out, then get Netflix. Again? Hold on to your leg, Mitch! It was surprisingly really fun, but I did have to relearn all the controls. Yeah, hell yeah. What do you say? Slide? Slide! Everything's... These motherfuckers just triangle for everything. Can't be strangled for everything.
I wish we could talk.
Bum, 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 ba, 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 ba. Nice. Checkpoint.
This must have something to do with the dream I had.
That accent though, oh my god. Sounds like John Travolta in Greece. Hey, you Sandy. We should have jumped on it first. Yeah, this one nowhere near like as difficult as Crash. Definitely closer to Spyro in difficulty. Which is a bit of fun. I love a bit of wholesomeness. Nice to mix it up. Boink! Extra life.
Sure, Walt would know what to do.
Oh yeah.
Anything? I didn't even know Stranger Things came out. Yeah, no, I feel you. It's hard to keep up. We're still in the midst of the Star Wars celebration. If there ever was a day to announce the gaming side of stuff, it would be today. Friday is always good for news, but we'll see. Yesterday was definitely for the shows. Talked about Mandalorian Season 3. Obi-Wan, of course. They had Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor on. And then they also showed off, was it Andor? A little prequel series surrounding the character from Rogue One. See how that goes. Yeah, boy! I saw something else here. Don't you die on me, boy! 5 out of... Wait, what? All of Stranger Things is out at once? They put the whole thing out? Oh my god. I thought they were gonna try and... Jesus Christ. Hop-a-lulu. I thought they were gonna maybe try and, yeah, just try and stifle it a bit. Damn. And you watched 5 of this. I thought they were like an hour and a half each. Holy crap, you binged it. That's the way to do it. Remember them saying that the final episode's gonna be like 2.5 hours. But it's a bit cringy, is it? Oh. It sounds like Stranger Things, alright. Crikey! It's me gloves!
Jeez. Dad's gloves.
Boink! We got a big bad. The haircuts, yeah. Bullets for days. I liked Season 3. Oh, Part 2 is still coming in. Ah, clever. They know what they're doing.
That was cracking. You rang him like a bell, coach. Those were some pro moves.
I am a pro. Wait, what have you done?
I miss the old Kung Fu Panda games. They were good too.
Dad's gloves. Someone
I think that's
buried
the
them.
I got with the
I did.
launch Xbox. It was
With
like
good reason.
Lego Indiana Jones
Was you?
and Kung Fu Panda.
But why?
Something evil going on. Darkness. Why your dad left?
A communion tomorrow, then a concert next weekend.
Darkness
Ayy.
corrupted his gloves.
Busy, you got this.
Normal, maybe.
You could do it,
The
dude.
hour changed.
An hour and
Your
10.
father
Ooh.
noticed.
But Kaya wanted me to find them. It was her that led me to the gloves.
What?
The gloves.
Explain.
I dreamed about her before
That makes
coming
sense.
to look for you.
There really is
She
going to be
was
like 2
trying to
seasons,
tell me
huh?
Something. When I woke, Mom agreed that I should go help her.
She what?
Then I came here to look for you. Kaya's ghost or whatever that was led me to the gloves.
The world? Now upside down. Must forget everything I think I know. Ah, you are right. Can't ignore the signs.
It's hard to
Many now.
launch games close
My own
to
racking and cracking like you
E3
did.
and all that.
Get
People
me
are
ready for the
waiting for
journey,
sales and
sis.
stuff.
I bet together we'd be able to figure out what happened to Dad.
First, prove you are ready. Try the gloves.
This koala bear is gonna
Maybe
kick
good
my
can come
ass.
from them. Come, show me what you can do.
He's got magic gloves, innit, bruv? It's got by the balls. All this and next week, so I won't have much time to game. Oh, that's all good. Do your thing, do your thing. Hopefully you get a bit of time to mess around with some music as well. Bonk. These damn ribbits. Hey, you guys. Punch everything. I definitely feel more excited for TV shows than movies these days. But it's nice that they're both kind of comparable. It's good. They're keeping up with each other height-wise. Got a little time attack. Oh my god. Not the crabs. That did absolutely nothing. What? My man just despawned. Ooh, it sounds like a fart mid-air. This guy survived. We can't have that. I feel like they're trying to tell me that one of the letters are nearby. Let's go. Let's go! My little kangaroo friend. Yeah, there was always that weird, you know, joke or whatever it was. Maybe it actually showed up in circuses or what, but the kangaroos that would, you know, punch or kick people. I mean, shit, they give you a good kick out in the wild, but actually putting boxing gloves on them? I don't know. They're all mine. Mine! What happens if you press this? Huh? Kopedia? KO. KO. Daylight come and me wanna KO. We used to have this squash drink. It's called Kiora. And there was a weird little ad on the TV growing up about it. Kiora. And I actually think that it might have been a little bit racist. It was a bit dodgy. Alright, now we're talking. Krabs, Mr. Krabs. Yeah, they did. They actually remade some of the SpongeBob games, didn't they? I wonder did they do good. Get the hell out of here. Let's see what kind of trophies we got for this bio. So when it came out, 16. I bet you it doesn't have a platinum, does it? It does! What is going on? There used to be like this old thing where PlayStation wouldn't let you have a platinum unless you had a certain amount of trophies. Oh my god! Well, this will be another easy platinum as well. Dolman was kind of easy in terms of time, right? See, sometimes I don't necessarily put how difficult the platinum is down to just straight up difficulty. You know, if it's like complete the game on fucking hardcore or whatever, it is what it is. That's up to you. You make the difficulty on that one, right? But to me, difficulty kind of comes down to time spent. See, something could be wicked easy, but could take 150 hours, and that's a pain in the ass. That's a pain in the ass. There's different types, I suppose, differently, depending on how much time you have on your, you know, free time to play games versus other people. So I've seen people put 400 hours into getting one trophy, and I'm like, okay, so clearly you have a hell of a lot more time than I do. For me to do something like that, 400 hours would honestly take me months. I'ma smack the big shit out of you. That's how we do. Don't mess with the kangaroo.
Not bad.
Ground slam. Hold on. I did it. I see you, baby, dropping them crabs out of the sky. You told me you were clean.
Close enough.
Closer. What you talking about? Ding, ding, ding. Round one. Fight. Scrolls. Oh, some enemies. Okay. I was like, where's the scroll? Out of town for today and tomorrow, so I stocked up on 3 monster cans. Won't be gone for more than... Oh, I don't know if they'll survive. Only 3. Shit, even the little shops like Aldi and all that start selling Red Bulls. 4 cans for $5. Not bad. Haven't had Red Bull in ages. It's weird. Red Bull kind of makes me think of more of night outs, you know? I think I missed one of the letters. Oh baby, oh baby. Bonk. Something tells me we'll see a lot of third-party stuff over the next week. I'd love to just hear about some of the stuff that was announced years ago. You know, all of these devs are definitely guilty of announcing games way too fucking early. I'd love to hear about what the fuck's going on with the new Fable. You know, I'd love to hear about that little Stray Kitty game that Sony announced. I feel like I haven't seen that thing in about 2 years. It's like a post-apocalyptic world where robots are now taking the place of humans. Oh, this could be the last letter. Yeah. Are these not breakable? It is. Probably gotta drain the water first. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I gotta do the massive dash punch. Instead of dab punk, we got dash punk. No. Cyanide. Like cyanide. What? SpongeBob games did really good. There's a whole fandom around these games. Yeah. No, but don't. Yeah. Are you talking about the weird little indie ones? I don't know if they're official though, which is sad. But yeah, the one like Battle for Bikini Bottom and that, they re-released that. But yeah, I know the ones you're talking about. They're kind of cool. The Katamine ones. Are they all based in the same game? Maybe. Probably. See the way maybe it's just a cutscene. Probably. Probably can extend your jump. Hiya! There you go. Gotta extend those jumps. I wouldn't put these up, you know, as close to Crash or Spyro, you know. There's a reason why those games have huge followings in history. They're really that good, but these were fun, like especially Ty as well, you know. Kao. He got like, I'd say there was about 5 games or so. I knew that was gonna happen. I still did it. He got the trilogy. I remember there one being called like Monster Punch or Monster Round. Boink. It's always hard to know where to go, you know, because if you think about it, even something like Jak and Daxter had a bit of a issue with its own, you know, identity, right? Jak 2 being this weird fucking dark Jak and hulking out and all this stuff. Yeah! We got the O. I'll just make the O face. Dude, I played so many 3D platformers and those little mascot games back in the day. It was insane. You wouldn't believe it. Like, there was Sphinx. He was basically like a little kid version of King Tutankhamun. All Egyptian stuff. They also brought that back as well, which is mad. I was talking about what was that other one? I think it might have been called Haven, right? And it was this little white kid with cornrows. So weird. You couldn't get more 90s or 2000s than that. And it was labeled as this huge social event of a game. You know, it was gonna redefine games as they were. It was done. It even was connected to some movie director, and as you can imagine, it failed miserably. But it was still fun. But it was such a hodgepodge of a game. It had like over 13 different mechanics going. You know, one minute you're, you know, flying around in a spaceship, shooting things down. Next minute you're doing little logic puzzles, mini games. It was mad. It was definitely ambitious, but the very structure, the engine it was built on, was big oof. Not to mention, from the logo to the initial trailer, looked absolutely nothing like the finished product. As you can imagine, a little tiny dude. And for some reason, he was smaller than everyone else. It didn't make any sense. It was like they went back and changed what the hero looked like. So he's this tiny little dude with cornrows, ginger cornrow. It was yeah. It was called, was a Haven Call of something. Let me see if I can find it. Dude, that it just sticks in my memory so much. Call of the King, there we go. And they had such plans for this game. Oh my god. They had movie plans, TV show. They had it all worked out. But they didn't even get out the fucking starting gate. That happens. That happens a lot. Look at this stuff. Look at this dude. Let's see if we'll get him here. Look at this dude. With his fucking cornrows. Now this box art would have been awesome. We didn't get that box art. We got this shitty one. Call of the King. I actually secretly enjoyed the hell out of it, but my god. Yeah, look, there's some car racing. So this game came out around the time that, you know, Jack and Daxter was doing different things. Crash was doing crazy things. Spyro was, you know, fucking Elijah Wood and everything in it. So you can imagine they were trying to play catch up. They were pulling a DC. Where they were trying to do like 5 games in one. Oh man, what a game. I remember the weird facial animations he used to have. Dude, what a game. With the UI very, very close to Jack and Daxter back in the day. And yeah, look, worst ending ever for a video game. Do you know why that was? Because they sequel baited the shit out of it. They had plans for a trilogy and a movie and everything. They wanted this to be like the next freaking Ice Age or whatever. And it never got out the starting gate. So until, like, it's been maybe 20 years, maybe more, we never ever got, you know, any kind of a solution or any kind of a ending at all, you know. There's no closure whatsoever. It's like a horrible X. You just look back and be like, ah, yeah, look, 2002, November. Jeez, I might have even got it for my birthday that year. I think so. Damn, yeah, 20 years ago. I'll tell you what, like, that's why when that newer game called Haven came out, I'm like, huh? But that was completely different. Yeah, that was good old Midway back in the way. Jeez, Midway were attached to everything. They were as big as Activision back then. Now they are defunct. Without the funky. Look at this guy. I love idle animations, man. It cracks me up. This is fun. This is fun going back. I believe if there's ever a thing that deserves like remakes and a second chance, it's definitely Little Mascot Heroes. Because, you know, they would appreciate fucking the new graphics, right? There's Waltz up there. Go waltzing Matilda with that lad. You don't want to mess with the drop bears, man. They're killer. Yes. Because nothing more satisfying than when that happens. A lot of people would consider this kind of art style for this and Crash and let's see. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, this and Crash and the new Spyro to be kind of mobile game-esque graphic style. But to me, I find it closer to something like I said, Ice Age and Pixar, the direction they're going in, you know, chunky colors, chunky characters, just overall chunk, a very nice, comfortable 3D vibe to it, you know, because back then 3D was covered in triangles. It's like trying to do a circle in Minecraft. It's like, good luck, boss. Everything's gonna be looking like a jagged little pill. So yeah, I'm happy for that. And obviously, you know, when every 10 years or so, you're going to have that potential for introducing it to a new generation. So why the hell not? In this case, it's 20 years, but yeah, you know how I feel. That's kind of how most people have been talking about the Last of Us remake. You know, they're like, hey, it's been 10 years. Come on. But yeah, we will see. What they should do is probably just attach Left Behind to it as well in some way. See, can we overturn this boat? No, it's just meant as a climbable. Yahoo! Give me them coins. I need them goodies. Bye! Just kick some arse. Bonk! Thanks, bud. Let's take one with this. Now, the fact that he's able to pick up a rock while wearing a boxing glove, let me tell you, that's no small feat. That ain't easy. Have you seen people, boxers, trying to scratch their nose or their arse or anywhere? Or they have their boxing gloves on? It's not easy. Let's do this. I think he was supposed to talk there. Take it! Schmackadoo! Alright. Yeah, I thought this would be nice. I just grabbed it on the store digitally. I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because there's a lot of different games out there. There's that V Rising game. There's other vampire games, Swan Song. I think the fact that I chose Call of Cthulhu, I thought maybe it wasn't... I didn't know how much detective stuff is in it. So, it's best we chill with that. You know? Because the Vampire Swan Song game is full-on detective as well. Back to the village. Your mom must be worried. How dare you?
Oh?
But you know, this kind of game came out before Kung Fu Panda. This is well before Kung Fu Panda. Look at these fucking working out with balloons, huh? Push it to the limit. So if you're getting Kung Fu Panda vibes, trust me, it's most likely the other way around. This game is mad though. It has like, you know, obviously vibes of Australia and Hawaii all mixed together. But it's done by a Polish studio, so. Oh, look, did I miss something? Well, it said 0. No, I think I'm good. Finish time, 3 out of 3. I think we nailed it. You'll have people speedrunning this one. With or without the ketamine. I hope it does well for them. I want the... Oh, I see a little stone over there. I want these little mascots to come back. Or just not die off, you know?
I'm good to go, right?
I'll take either.
I can punch anything with them?
Not yet. Still don't know their power. How it may affect you.
They have
They're
the
only thing I
power!
have left of that. I want to wear them.
Really? You play the sad
I
card?
do own all the Jack games. I should play them.
Yeah?
Little monster.
I am
Wipe those fake tears.
a little bit different than everyone
Try the
else.
gloves on
I
our real
love
opponent.
Jack too. Randomly adding
You ready,
FPS.
coach?
Ah, I talk about the terror.
The terror! Mommy.
Okay.
We wouldn't have Uncharted if it wasn't for Jack
Sure
2.
thing. No problem. You wear dark forest? Cause here I come.
That's the spirit.
I feel like it's a good time to tease another Uncharted game. Strange crystals. Let's call them ruins. Yes, good name. I believe ruins are connected to the crystal gates. Showed up a while ago. Now you go and try to collect them, alright? Gloves might help. Maybe you could even open the crystal gates with them. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I think this may be a big year for Naughty Dog, you know, in terms of releases and yeah. Everything they've slated for release as well. That slowdown does not work on them. Nice, so you build up enough energy with the gloves up the top corner. Just kick some booty. Is having a look in there? No, he's trying to combo that poor crab, mind his own business. How very dare you? How very dare you? Yoink. Don't mind if I do, sir. It's so pleasant. Alright. I'm guessing these are connected to the scrolls? Chaopedia. Oh, look at this. Yes, your benta. Just crab. They may be small fellas, but it's best not to underestimate them. This is true. Have you ever messed around with a lobster or a crab and they're like, here, go grab your one. Oh my god, if you get nipped by a crab, oh wow. It breaks skin, it hurts like hell. It's like the worst pinch of your life. So yeah, we'll see. You know, obviously the Last of Us remake, they have that Stray's Cross. I don't know if that's going to be the final name, but that's their new IP. I think that's something they'll probably leave till next year. But then Last was 2 factions, whatever story mode they're going for. They have that as well. And obviously the show, you know, obviously not done directly by them, but it's huge to them, the Last of Us show. Huge to the brand. So it's important that does well. Not to mention the fact that they're announcing, you know, 3 new shows. Their bets are really hedged on the Last of Us show doing well. Because if that doesn't do well, they're not going to pump that much money into those other shows. It's just as simple as that. Because nowadays, TV shows, no matter how big or small, we're not in the same ball game anymore. You got back in the big boys like Netflix spending, you know, $20 million an episode or something. Like, it's insane. It is insane. Obviously, they're you know, the exception to the rule, but still, it's getting expensive. They're treating each episode with a movie budget, you know. Give me them runes. I got one. Alright. You dare repeat yourself in front of me?
No.
Huh? Yeah, exactly. Any trophies yet? Warm up. Nice. Check it out. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Woohoo! That's why I was so happy when the PS5 launched with the Astro's Playroom. You know, people have their memes and their fun about Knack, you know, a little good old Knack. But we need these little mascots. We need these little buddies. They went away and now they're coming back. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What are you doing? Alright, that move is clearly busted. I have heard there are sadly a few bugs in the game. I can already see a bit of pop in, but you know, as long as it doesn't interfere with the enjoyment or progress, that's all that matters. Sadly, I did also hear, the hell is that noise? Of a progress bug as well, so just be careful. Let me in! Alright, so we can't go in there, I think, till we get the fire gloves. We just have to remember. It's coming from a pretty small Polish studio. They're still actually pretty much named the same as well, which is pretty cool. They just changed from being interactive to multimedia. So they do a lot of mobile stuff. They worked on a lot of those kind of trials. I think it was called urban trials games. They're kind of like trials. Be careful out there. Thanks, lads. Probably need 3 to get through here. Shaboop. It's always 3. 3 is the golden number. It is pretty, you know. They said that it was going to be like a new entry, but you know, for all intents and purposes, it's a remake, reboot. The Bodhi. Any secrets under this waterfall? No. It's just nice to look at. I hit somebody. Welcome to my humble shop. What are you looking for today? I'll tell you a little secret. You know, would buy new lives and more heart pieces if you need them. Or perhaps you're more interested in some new wardrobe. Just check out the wardrobe overnight. You can use the ducats you collect in your adventures to buy items. Don't forget to visit me more often. No problem. He was doing the idle animation in that little piece. That's for free. That's mine. All right, what have we got here? We got some boxy shorts. What the hell? Show off. Just him and his standard. Oh, that's a nice shirt you got there. Alright. Some sunglasses. Gotta get him a little hat. Top hat. Snowman, that is nightmare fuel. And probably some kind of different color for his nose. Clown maybe, I'm not sure. Witch hat. And oh my god. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, baby. How much is the heart piece? 500! I'll take it. Shaboink. Actually, oh, you can just stock up on more of them, huh? So basically what I'm trying to say is, how long till Cyber breaks this game? How long? Place your bets. Come on, any money. Win a prize. Boink. I break all games. There is no if, and, or buts. It's just a matter of when. I break them all. I wasn't even trying to get the platinum in Dolmen. It just occurred to me how easy it was shaping up to be. And then, oh, that's so cute. I love things like that. It's such an animated movie kind of thing, isn't it? Fireflies in a jar as light source. I love it. Yeah, so like, I think by the time I had just almost finished the game, I was already up to like 21 trophies out of 30. I was like, fuck it. The only time-consuming thing in that game was, in Dolmen, was crafting the armor pieces, which basically just required you to refight some of the bosses, which were kind of bugged out as well. So you remember I was saying you'd end up invisible, so I had to fight some of them invisible. Boink. Overall, that was a fun game. We'll see how this one is for the platinum. When you have these kind of games, same with like Insomniac's games as well, when they're practically handing you the platinum, you'd be silly not to. It's always like a nice idea to me. Hello there. That was Wicked Beast in the Forest. They're ruining my craps. And I'm not doing it. Hey, Joy. Hello. How's it going? Ugh. What do you put in your hair? Nothing. People were saying that as well. I don't put anything in my hair. I wet it. That's about it. I wet my hands. I want to get it. I want to get a haircut. Gotta get a haircut. It's the way it goes. Just the way it grows. I want to get some curly hair, but everybody says you gotta get a perm. I ain't getting no damn perm. Hell no. Free chest. Gimme. This is a big enough place to explore. I like it. Who the hell is that? Hopaloo. Hopaloo? Hockaloogie, more like. Gross. I'm going inside. I'm gonna. Oh my god. What have you done? Giga KO. Pose, model to pose as a sea god. Your father would have fit perfectly, but now he's gone. Thinking maybe, nah, not you, KO. You're too young for this. Yeah, right. So it looks like they're doing the closing arguments for the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp stuff. I doubt there's much more they can prove at this point. Amber's defense team just holding on hope someone else will take over for them, because probably never work in the business again. That's the shitty part about being a defense attorney. You have to represent some scummy people. Alright, probably need lots more to go through here. Probably for later on 8, yeah. Good luck with that. Guy kind of looks like a little Daffy Duck. Maybe he's a pelican. That's the one we saw from the cutscene, I think. Nice, we're already up to 3. We'll get to 8 in no time. Get out of here, you little punk. Suck it to you. Gadget, you've gone through so much to get him. I plane now. I just hope he's treated right. You know what I need? 1 crab, 2 wheels, duct tape, battery. Ah, yes, and a frying pan. Just wait till you see my next invention. Your head will explode. Well, not literally. That wouldn't help anybody. Your ma would kill me. Thanks, buddy. Let's go get that other rune while we're here. They're just rewarding us for exploring. Whoops. Trust me to break everything. Hey, buddy. Ahoy! Poor guy, he didn't get any lines. Every time you even look his direction, he just says, It's like when you're trying to get off a call from a scammer. They're not listening to you at all. I don't think there's anything over there but death. Swift, glorious death. Oh, back. Never heard of this. How's it going, dude? Hello, Pyro. Happy fucking Friday. Yeah, this one wasn't nearly as popular as Crash and Spyro. But yeah, it came out around the same time. Nice. I wonder could you make it out there. How about the Ty the Tasmanian Devil? Or Tasmanian Tiger, god damn it. Every time I say Tasmanian Devil. Oh, John, hello, how's it going, dude? Cheers, man. Appreciate the sub. Yeah, I don't know if you played the Tasmanian Tiger games. They were all very similar. This one is about a boxing kangaroo, that kind of trope about kangaroos that used to box and kick people in the circus and weird boxing matches and stuff. It was a bit strange. But yeah, this one is kind of set in a sort of Hawaii, kind of Asian style island, you know. Cute little Australian kangaroo, but it was made by a Polish developer. There you go. Can't get crazier than that. But super fun. It just came out today on pretty much everything. It's digital only, but you can get a physical copy of it from Limited Run Games. And it's only €30 or $30. So it's up to you if you'd like to do it that way, you know. Nice to have a little piece. It's great to see these mascot characters coming back and then remaking them. Remaking the Thai games. Remaking, you know, the SpongeBob games as well. It's all coming back. I love that. Because I don't think a lot of devs want to make new versions. You know, the big publishers probably think that they don't sell anymore. So, we've got people doing their own thing. I like it. Remaking the old ones so you can hit up that nostalgia boner as well, you know. So yeah, this one is nowhere near as difficult, say, as Spyro or Crash. Well, Spyro was never difficult, but you know what I mean. It's pretty on the simple side, which is fun. You know, you got your boxing gloves, you get elemental, different powers. You got all the different, you know, 3D platformer move suite that we know. You know, the double jump, the roll, the combos, everything. I played Thai, but not this. Yeah, stream isn't buff for me. That's good. I'm glad. How you doing, dude? Kangaroos can be super vicious. Yes, they can, and they can probably carry a lot of diseases too. Oh, remake or a new one? It's kind of a bit of a both. It's a bit of both. Now this one, another reason a lot of people didn't get to play this, when it originally came out, it was Dreamcast, PC, and then they did a weird side port on the Game Boy Advance. But yeah, it's a long time ago. I played it on the Dreamcast because, you know, Rayman still is king on the Dreamcast, Rayman 2. But holy god, I needed more. I needed more, you know. And I was a Sega kid growing up. I couldn't get my hands on nothing Nintendo. I didn't have a Nintendo thing until I got the Game Boy myself. So there you go. It was just indicative of what was brought into the house when you're younger. Need 5 to enter, of course I do. Kangaroo with boxing gloves. Yeah, right? Warner Brothers Kangaroo in Streets of Rage. Yeah, it's a weird old trope. I think it's based on a real thing, John. Back in like the 40s and 50s, they would actually have these boxing matches with kangaroos, and you know those old like circus men, the strong men, and the boxers like that. You know, and they always used to just wear those togas, whatever they were. They were like fucking I don't know what the hell. What do you call them? Leotards. There you go. I can never think of it. You just wore those leotards. I don't fucking know. Tards and tards. Anyway, Seaman was the best Dreamcast. Oh wow. Ooh, you're not too familiar. Oh, see, that's what's wrong with the world. The Dreamcast is both one of the best consoles and the thing that sunk Sega. It was the console that came after the Sega Saturn, and it was so cool, dude. It was one of the first consoles to have online capabilities. You know, plugging it into the internet. You could do that with the PlayStation 2, but it was mostly in Japan. But the Dreamcast came with it, and their controller it looked like a Batarang. It was kind of wild. But it had, in the middle, it had like a Tamagotchi, a real thing that you could pull out, and you could take with you and earn like experience on it and stuff. It was really innovative. We're talking like, you know, 01, 02, 03. We're talking 20 years ago. And it would have fit in right now. The stuff the Dreamcast was doing that still isn't done now. And I'm looking at you, PlayStation 5, with your fucking lights and vibrations and the 2-hour battery life. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, But yeah, no, the Dreamcast, I'll always miss it. It was damn good. It had better graphics than the competitors than PlayStation at the time, but PlayStation sold like gangbusters. I also think that the CD-ROM of the PlayStation was huge. But yeah, the Saturn, geez, I used to play so many CDs on that. I used to have this cool visualizer. You know, nowadays it's all just like bumpy lines that are like fucking, that's your visualizer. But back then, they would have really cool things. It had like a space shuttle that would dance to the music in space. It was fucking sick. I would leave that on the biggest TV I had, which was probably like a 20-inch. And just, you know, jam out to that. It was so cool. Not familiar. That's all good, man. It's all good. I don't blame you. Like, a lot of the times when you even try and look back for nostalgia's sake, it can get confusing because the American names were different. It was the Sega Master System, and it was Sega Genesis, which we knew as the Sega Mega Drive. It's confusion, man. I never really understood why they would change them up like that. It was the Sega CD. That's one of my favorite Sonic games, but yeah. It was Sonic 3D, Flicky's Island. Was that it? Flicky's? I want to say Flicky's Island. I love that thing to death. It had an isometric view, so it's kind of like the whole screen is like a diagonal almost, you know. I loved it. It's one of the coolest. Sonic Adventures is banging as well, but that came way later. I'm talking, it's old school as hell. Can we get up any higher than that? I don't think so. They're like, you can't get on that roof, boy. You better stop. But I wanna. My God, that looks like Tweety Bird and Woody Woodpecker. How's everyone's Friday going? I love it. Yeah, with Multiverses coming out, which is the new free-to-play Warner Brothers Smash-like game. They're adding so much. They got like Game of Thrones characters in there, and Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny and Steven Universe and Batman. But I have heard a rumor that they're gonna add Ted Lasso, the guy from the hit TV show, and Scorpion from, and you know, it's already cartoony Fortnite stuff, so it's gonna be a cartoony Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be the most batshitting game ever, I swear to God. But I'm kind of excited for it. So I've been playing the Nickelodeon one, All Stars Brawl, and yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired. Not to mention it comes with a hefty $60 price tag, which is foolish of them because they have all these random Nickelodeon characters, and I think they're just not going to get the money to keep adding new characters, so we're going to be stuck with Nigel Thornberry from fucking, you know, the Thornberrys, but not the main character, and Reptar from Rugrats, but not Tommy Pickle or Chucky or Angelica or anybody. So he's going to have all these weird characters. I'm still waiting to see what will happen with like a Cartoon Network. I don't know. They should have collabed together. They should have done Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network and make it like Marvel versus Capcom. But that's just me, you know, that's just me. Because we won't get like Courage. We have Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. But apparently, I don't want to like, you know, talk too much if I'm not 100% sure. But it looks like they're charging a $5 per character as DLC on top of a $60 price tag. Bad form, bad form. Because they added some Jenny robot thing. I don't know. Like, after, like, around the mid-2000s, I dipped out of cartoons heavily, you know. So, when people talk about, like, Grim Adventures and the regular show and all these, I dipped out. I'm sorry. Yeah, so, which is unfortunate, but what you gonna do? Alright, let's go to the first area. We have, like, 4 of them now. Let's go! So yeah, like I think a lot of these mascots are trying to get into that sweet Crash and Spyro trilogy money, you know. A lot of them are just making the Dark Forest. They're just making a remake of the first game. Just money's tight to see if they can keep it going. Sonic CD was great. Sonic 3D was great. My God, hard to control. Yeah, it really was. I liked it for it. It was so different at the time.
That was lucky. Wouldn't want that on RootTube.
And RootTube, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of outdated little memes and stuff. You know how it is. By the time they make these games and record the lines, the memes are dead. It was a show. Did anyone watch that show? I think it was on MTV or something called RootTube.
Where's the rest of you?
Work in progress.
I'm being followed by a spirit of a crazy koala bear.
That one day.
Maybe.
I really didn't like. Oh, you didn't like them? Interesting. Everybody's dying to get Adventure 3 going.
I'm here.
Do you think Frontier will be good? I'm excited. Sega randomly were like, we wanted to do well on Metacritic, and I'm like, of course you do. Everybody does. Doesn't tell us nothing about the game. Didn't watch too many cartoons as a kid. That's all good. Took us ages to get Disney. Disney costs money over here, and my parents refused to. So we used to wait till every Sunday morning. One of the RTE Irish channels would show Disney cartoons. So that's mainly how I got into stuff. Yahoo! 2 episodes of SpongeBob, which is told is very unusual. Yeah, it's all good, dude. I wouldn't care about that kind of stuff. People are oddly gatekeepery when it comes to all that. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, and you just be laughing at them going, yeah, well, I watched SpongeBob when it was good on MTV. Boop. Back then, SpongeBob was full of adult humor. Now it's just lightly dressed on it. There's still a lot there, you just gotta look. But it was cool that they brought back Battle for Bikini Bottom. I'd like to see what else they could do. Time attack. They even brought back House Stinker. They even brought back House of the Dead. I kind of want to get it. See ya. I loved House of the Dead growing up. That was another heavily. It was like light guns and stuff. That was a big seller on Sega. That was something that was really awesome about the Sega games as well. They fully embraced all of the peripherals, you know, obviously to keep up with Nintendo. But I had like the light gun, I had like a crossbow, I had the Sega Bass fishing with the actual reel. It was like a rod without, a fishing rod with just the reel and the handle. It had no fishing line. It was, yeah, but it was so addictive. Now, I think that was my favorite fishing game. I wish they'd bring it back. Some of those old, you know, light gun and peripheral games are still better than, you know, the Wii Sports and all that these days. They're fine. I mean, I've been playing Switch Sports, and that's awesome. I do miss the baseball, something shocking them. But the bowling's fun. The badminton is very fun. The football is surprisingly really cool. That was fun as well. But yeah, they're meant to be adding basketball. We'll see. There was a basketball on Wii Sports Resort, but it was basically just you standing around passing it and then dunking it. So yeah, with the football you get to move around and do your little goals and everything. I like that. There's potential, but I miss baseball. I have lots of great memories playing Wii Sports baseball with my father. He got crazy into it. He got into it so much that I bought him a Wii for himself, just with Wii Sports, just so he could play it more. That's wild, you know. Like, say what you want about those games, whatever, motion controls and all that, but if there was one thing that brought people together, it was Wii Sports. There was so many Wiis out there just for that game, you know. That's why it was one of the highest selling consoles of all time. It was mainly because of that game. Crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't fuss too much. All that stuff now. It's becoming very nostalgic for them. It's probably why they gatekeep it a little bit. Everybody's different though, you know. And there's a lot of kids out there that might have had more kind of sheltered lives. Maybe they weren't allowed to watch any of that, you know. Maybe like if your parents were religious or something. Yeah, the regular show. Oh, I have heard of it. I've just never watched it. I had bounced out. I got to that age. I went from cartoons to anime. It was over. There's no going back after that. You know, as you grow up, you went from like Cartoon Network to Boomerang to Toonami. You know, it's like when, if you were a Disney kid, you went from like Disney to Disney XD and all that. Then Nickelodeon, Nick at Night. You just transition, you know. I probably stayed with a lot of cartoons a lot older than most because I had a younger sister, so I was just put on other episodes of Angela Anaconda and Rugrats and stuff. Dude, I'll never forget Angela Anaconda, some of the real nightmare fuel. And they had this random Angela Anaconda cartoon before Digimon the movie. just like I am now with consoles. Like I play them all. I love them all. I was exactly the same with Pokemon and Digimon. I was that kid. I didn't give a crap. I wasn't out here slating anybody. And with Sega and Nintendo, I just didn't have a Nintendo. But once I started getting all the handhelds myself, that's how I got into it. We didn't have a Nintendo home console until the Wii. That is the truth. Never had the GameCube. Completely missed out on it. No N64. So isn't that crazy? So for me, it went. I had a Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, Minis, you name it. I got them all. DS, DSi, DS Lite, DS Your Mom, PS I Miss Your Mom. The whole lot of it. I got them all. But it's not crazy. It just goes to show. And it was kind of down to my older brother. He's like 8 years older than me. So anything what was brought into the house was through him, you know. Which was awesome. You know, my very first, you know, gaming experience was on the Commodore Amiga. That shit was awesome. 17 floppy disks just for the first cutscene, you know. Used to sit around playing Age of Empires, Worms, Pinball Dreams, Pinball Fantasies, Operation Stealth, Settlers, you name it, you name it. The good old days. You and Wii Sports. Yeah, we know about Wii Sports. Wii Sports is the perfect icebreaker, and it magically removes clothes.
What is that thing?
Not everybody knows how to play strip poker, you see, right?
Not me.
So what about strip Wii Sports? It works. Our first powers. Platinum Battle for Bikini Bottom because it was on the Plus and I didn't know half the characters. Cool.
So it's true.
Concept art that was porn on the disc. Oh.
We do not know each other, and yet you are already insulting us? Maybe we shall get along after all.
Yeah, Arthur was the bomb. I liked Arthur.
Oh, and so shatter our hopes.
But that's it. The Wii was my first. There you go. See. So when you know ask me about have I played everything and done, no, like Nintendo, I have a lot of really big you know, parts of my video game library that's just missing from there. There you go. Come on, you son of a gun. Yeah, there's a lot of Nintendo licenses that I just don't have that much experience with. I knew he was gonna do that. Like Fire Emblem, like I know nothing of it. Metroid I knew a lot more because it was pretty much all the best of it was on the handhelds or remade for the handhelds. So anything that really didn't make it into the handhelds. Ooh, even my first time playing Mario was Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on the Game Boy. On the Game Boy. Not on the SNES or NES. Or Les Battersby.
What? You spoke with the gloves? Your dad did not. Not once.
You mean they wanted to talk to me? They chose me.
You overestimate. Do not. Be careful with that. In the eternal world, you are alone.
You say you never forget your first.
Jealous?
Honest, I knew I was missing something. So on a sec here, sorry. I was trying to fix things here. It's always the way. Fridays, everyone's left till Friday and everybody's running around like things. You guys got any cool plans for the weekend? It's gonna just getting hotter and hotter here, huh? Alright. Boink. Alright, sorry about that. Hey, Pseudo, hello, hello. Welcome on in. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. I missed the scroll. We can't let that happen. But sadly, it is stuck in the dirty nasty. Have you ever been stuck in the dirty nasty? About 3 days. Instead of strip poker, we have fully clothed Woker. Hey, it's true, it's true. Sir, did you touch me? We're on a train. I'm sorry. I didn't want to bump into your uglies, but I bumped into your uglies. No! Wait, what? And what just happened there? I'm very glad it did. Shaboing? Shaboop. Yeah. Look at this dude. Yoink. Alright, it's boomerang time. Now remember, I crashed the game. Okay. Goddamn. I crashed the game. What's this? Look at this. Accept and report. Reporting this proof. Do I have to attach the screenshot? Look at this. It cost memory. Man. What are they like? Remember what I said? If I'm not breaking every game. Damn, how hard did I hit that boomerang? I must have broke the 4th wall. The 7th wall. I break everything. Yeah, everything is woke now. Somebody woke up and became woke. They chose violence. They chose the Karen life. Oh, Jesus, how far back did you put me? Oh, dear, 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 dear. Yeah, the game is mucho buggy.
Old and mystical method. Spirit walking.
Doing well, got some time off, stopped in for a bit. Lovely. How are things in Ireland? Nice, nice and warm. Can't complain. I've got my health, I've got my dumper, I can't complain. How are you doing? How's everybody's family doing? Oh. You love these collect... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's one. This one's only 30, even if you want to get it physical. I have all the Jack games as well. I want to do a playthrough of them, and just there's never enough time. I was trying to do a little God of War marathon this week, and then Sony did a stupid as usual. They have PS Now up, but you can't download anything. Like, what kind of brain dead monkey is at the keyboard over at Sony? So what happens to people who have like 2 years or 3 years of PS Now? You just can't access their games. Tough luck. So stupid. Ridiculous. Girl, you ridiculous. Like if I go on here now, they even have PS Now, it's all there, right? But God forbid you try and click on any of this stuff and it's all a big error. Now it'd be great if you guys could check and see if it's happening to you. Maybe it's just an isolated incident, I don't know. I don't think so. I was planning on playing these games this week. But it don't work. Why did it? Something went wrong. It did, Sony. You decided to get into the console market. That's what went wrong. You should have pulled out quicker than your mom pulled out of your dad. Not fast enough! Sony should have stayed as the cum stain on Nintendo's fucking sheets. That's what they should have done. Damn! I'm sorry, that's me just being a savage. Boozy savage. What's happening? I'm just the kind of guy who grew up with all these great consoles and has seen what they've become. And honest to God, what have they done to my beautiful, beautiful console? I still have a PS2 that works and plays games. Bulletproof, that thing. Play DVDs, you name it. I can't even get the PS5 to play a goddamn fucking collected on. God damn it! I'm gonna smack the shit out of you over there. Don't make me. They're all PS3, yeah. Yeah, just check them all, dude. Just see if it'll let you. Maybe it's just me. No, it's because they're doing the changeover, dude. I understand they're trying to change the PS Plus stuff, you know? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's broken forever. But what do you tell the people who have PS Now and can't use the service they're paying for 2 months. If Netflix did that, if Game Pass did that, people would be up in arms. They'd be shitting the bed just so they could get into a defamation trial with Johnny Depp, you know? But, you know, Shawnee does it, it's like, it's gonna be awesome. I'm trying to stay optimistic about the new PS Plus stuff, but from where I'm looking, it's like they're gonna take about 1/3 of the games away for no good reason. Let's hope it's for a good reason. Yeah, PS3 won't download, but had Crisis Remastered. Yeah, that's so weird. Maybe if you had initially downloaded them or something, I don't know. The license is still there. There's no connection for some reason with their servers because they're changing things over. But I just don't see why they have to put down a whole service. Just to, all they're really doing is rebranding it, a new logo. That's all they're doing. It's not going to be some magnificent system. If you go online right now, it's already, the new PS Plus is already up on Asian markets. It's the same thing. They didn't even change anything. It's the same thing. It's Sony we're talking about. It's all, but like, at the end of the day, I want it to work. I want it to do well for them, because then it'll bring competition for the others. And them actually bothering to get the lead out with PS Now and do something with it is in direct, you know, retaliation to the Game Pass. So competition means we win, and that's the perfect outcome. These people would rather fight on Twitter over the piece of plastic that they bought. I'm out here, no, I want to see the competition of the providers so that we can get more games, more deals, you know?
Hey, you leave Mr. Beaver out of this.
That's what she said?
Hey, what is that thing?
Don't.
It's not me.
Oh, yeah. Spec Ops The Line, yeah, hell yeah. Never downloaded. Yeah, it's weird. So you think mine's just banjaxed?
So it's true.
Contact support? Oh god, that's like 5 hours I'd rather spend doing something else. You're better off calling a scam call artist. God damn. Just the whole level. We lost the whole level. At least you'd have a human then, you know. Contact and support's never done me any fucking favors. Sons of bitches. But you guys are already customers, right? Both of you are already PS Now subscription. See, that's what's wrong, I think. I think they're not allowing any new PS Now subscriptions, so that's the way I work. I only buy it at like a month at a time. I have no reason to ever buy any more than that. But it's great for streaming though, holy hell. Both of them are. I want to see if the PS5 ups the PS3 streaming stuff, because it's been pretty weak. I played like Infamous on the stream, and it's still like, you know, 540p. So I'm hoping they can use the PS5.
Not once.
You mean they wanted to talk to me?
Alright, save the scroll, okay.
You overestimate. Do not. Be careful with that. In the eternal world, you are alone. I cannot enter.
You're all alone. Alright, let's hope the boomerang doesn't break this again, please God. It's funny it's a boomerang anyway. Please. Don't break. Alright. We're good. You've done it again, Billy, I swear to God. Ding-a-ling. Switching over. Looks like it's isolated. Yeah, no, I'm convinced it's for new customers. If you see, yeah, I'm thinking that's what's up. It makes sense why, if I'm complaining about people, how are people using the service if they are subscribed? Clearly, it's working for subscribers. Tell you one thing, no matter what goes on, they're both very expensive. That PlayStation Premium and Game Pass Ultimate. The only reason I bought it with Game Pass so much is because I can sneakily get it for like, you know, $3 for 3 months. So Sony need to kind of step on that. Range Frogster. Because if you're getting into the territory of $15 a month, I don't know, and you're not going to get that much use out of it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Everything's going to become the Netflix of it right now. Netflix are like, oh, so it's okay if we up our prices then? Hell yeah. You son of a gun! I'm gonna smack the titty out of you. Free scrolls. You're on a monthly renewal? Oh my god, you're crazy. I turn that off on everything. They won't get a cent out of me. Hell no. That's where they make their billions with the auto renewal stuff. What'll happen is you'll find yourself spending like $300 or $400, a euro or a pound even, every year on those things. You're like, did I really get that kind of value out of it? I just play a whole lot of old games. Yeah, A for ass and effort. Fucked up on my platinum run of. Oh no, what happened, dude? Yeah, Spec Ops: The Line is one of the best FPSs that come out in a while. That really shows the pain of war. Call of Duty would never do something like that. Then they'd have to admit that their games just glorify assault rifles and army stuff and all that. Little Timmy plays Call of Duty for 10 years and buys his own AR-15. Man, we get thoughts and prayers from everybody. God, there's nothing like paying funeral expenses with thoughts and prayers, let me tell you. Holy shit. Holy shit! Just when I watched that, I think it was an NBA coach who's just so angry. It's about time. Nothing will get done unless anybody with some big names actually speak up. I think, you know, as much as they want to fucking hold on to their little guns and their laws and all that shit, I think the real first problem that needs to be addressed is mental health. Clearly, there is a serious anger and mental health issue in young male teens, you know? I don't know what it stems from. Is it the internet? I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Just become isolated and echo chambers on the internet. They don't get a girl. Slowly delving into some hateful shit. Incel behavior. But there's definitely a pattern. The pattern is right there. Anybody who doesn't see that is just ignoring it. A lot of it seems to be predominantly fucking white males as well. Not that race plays much of a difference in it, but there is a pattern. It does seem to be where the guns are coming from. It's fucking crazy. No country's really exempt from it. It's just the eyes are all on America, you know, but no country's exempt from it, you know. It happens everywhere. Just a little bit harder to get them in other countries. That's why I'm saying it's a mental health issue. First, this motherfucker. Oh my god, these. What's the point of the checkpoints? You son of a gun. I got a checkpoint and you send me back here. Why, I was actually going over here. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. You know, I think in the UK, you guys probably suffer more from stabbings and that, you know. Damn, it's fucking everywhere. My little puffer fish. There we go. That's more like it. How to add quotes? I think it's quote add or add quotes. As a trophy to visit Calendar Man. Yeah, I thought I'd just change the clock, but of course that didn't work. Streaming. Oh. Until May. Oh, really? They won't let you do that because you're streaming? You're online, is that it? Cheeky buggers. I've definitely changed the clock a good few times. Oh. Yeah, isn't it funny? I was doing the same thing with PS Plus, and I was like, this is madness. Where you're like, if you get it per month, it feels like less a hit. It's like 8 or 10 or each month. You're like, that's not so bad. But then if you're cheeky, you can get a year for 40. It's like, what the hell am I doing throwing my money away? But yeah, I feel you. That's how they sucker you in, dude. It's like the old chestnut in business where they're like, everything's under $10, but it's $9.99 kind of thing, you know? Shaky buggers. The eternal well. They know exactly what they're doing. They have whole focus groups. That's right. Let's run these guys into the traps. Come here. Come on. Don't be afraid. Get him! Alright. Don't work hard, work smart. That sounded like one of John's burps right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You raise me up. The change though? Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the change as well. Because I think PS Now was doing it way before Game Pass. And doing it well, you know. And some say better. But when I would ask the average person, did they use PS Now? They thought it was a TV service. Like Now TV. They didn't know. They didn't know about it. So clearly, PlayStation out here not utilizing one of their best services. Definitely need just, you know, I hope the PS1 classics and all that, they're going to start drip feeding stuff, kind of like how Nintendo does it. Might not work to their best advantage, but we'll see. Getting trophies and rewind features is awesome. I know it's just them sticking in a virtual emulator. Alright, let me leave. Can't believe you've done this. Yeah. People to do it a year. Yeah, but, you know, as long as you wait for the sales, right? But yeah, I get you. That's how I was doing PS Plus for ages. Then I realized, like, this is out of control. So I just wait and get it for, because you can stack. If you get it on sale for 40, you can just stack it. So you get like 3 years for 120, whereas that might be what you'd pay for 1 year, you know. Ugh. I have 9 months on my PS Now, so what happens for me with the change? I'm not sure. There's a whole lot of stuff. Sony, as usual, messing that up as well, where they were allowing you to transfer it over to the new stuff. You would get premium, but then they started charging people, and they were like, if you change over, we're just gonna, even if you have like a year or two, when you change over, you're just gonna be on a month-by-month basis. So people were ripping into them, but they sound like they're gonna try and fix that. I hope they do. I hope they do. Hello, lads. You alright? Smack it down. They'll get it right, you know. It's important that they do. I still think the issue is the price, though. They need to get that right. And I'm telling you, Xbox don't even know what's going on, but 9 times out of 10, I know me and my friends are doing it that way, where you just kind of scam the system a little bit, getting them 1 month for $1. Like, so far, I probably have had Game Pass for maybe 2 years, maybe, and I probably have spent less than $20 on that, or €20, because of what I do. Because sometimes they'll do $3 for 3 months. That's just an easy clap. And it's really easy to do. It's not even really a scam, you know. It's just for new subscribers. You just keep being a new subscriber. So if Sony do something like that, it'd be great. But obviously, you know, there's not much money for them in that. Do. See ya. There was a time when they would do a week trial. You'd get like but that, as you can imagine, even by its name, it was pretty weak. Weak! Oh, it didn't connect. No Connect 4 for you, sir. I don't even need all these coins, honestly. It's just the goddamn nature of the collectathons. You can't leave them behind. These games connect to the OCD in every kid. Maybe even exacerbate the problem a little bit. Do. Yeah, of course I go from randomly talking about this and that and then school shootings and all that. Sure, that's the way life is. Constant distractions. Did I miss? Did I miss a diamond? No! Yeah, if they do it right, it should just be a 1-for-1 transfer, dude, or maybe cost $1 or a pound or whatever. You can just transfer it and get premium. It's a little bit confusing what their little tiers are, you know. It's like I think they're keeping a lot of the PS1 classics on the highest tiers, so they're really going to force people. But, you know, adding the PS5 stuff is going to be huge. That actually caused me to trade in a couple of games because I saw that they were going to be on that system. Yaha! That's the way to do it. You remind me of a girl who stank like piss. What the fuck? Ugh. I only remember that hip-hop classics. Usher. No? The cyber rambles are the best. I'm telling you, they're really rambly. I'm just getting a head start, you know? Like, why does old people get to have all the rambles? Gotta get a head start. Sheesh. I am the rambler. Yes, I'm the rambler. And I'll ramble and ramble. Dude, I always say it, but nothing is off the cards when it comes to stream chatting. Oh, it's like that, is he? He's so tiny. Give me ghost coin. Well. Zex offered me £20 for my entire collection. Oof. Damn, they're usually not as bad, but yeah, I do feel ya. They're usually a good source of some classic stuff too. 'Cause eBay will send you. I don't even know what hit me there. eBay will cost you a lot. Amazon, usually if there's third-party sellers, that'll cost you a lot for some classic games. It's tough. If you're lucky, you might have a little mom and pop's classic shop, but they are tough to find as well. Don't get them. Tick tock. Does not look like a Cheerio or something. Golden Dreams. Save money right now and try not to spend. Yeah, I hear you, dude. The way I do it right now is, as much as we all hate GameStop, I have taken them for a ride, and it feels extra good too. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, the way I've done it's not. I'm not even like scamming them or anything, but it feels like I'm scamming them. That's for sure. I get pretty much most new games for about a $5. But a $5. But it's all about me just buying. You have to do the initial purchase, but then just carrying it over and over. You know, that's basically how you do it. So I was able to get like 3 brand new games for like, you know, I don't know what it was, fucking €27 or something like that. Boop. It's for nothing. Alright. We got ourselves a little puzzle, innit, mate? Innit, bruv? I miss the Catch and Tate show. Just wouldn't be allowed anymore. Oh. Can we hit any of these? There we go. Hip Hop Anonymous? Alright. Thanks. Missed a couple of sound effects there though, but we'll take it. Dude, John, that game you found, oh my god, that is hilarious. Holy crap. I didn't even know they could sell something like that on PlayStation. Oh, wow, I went through the floor for a second. I'm alive. I'm alive. So yeah, the way I do it, I get like 35% on top of a trade-in. So I'll buy a new game. Sometimes it's 70, sometimes it's 80, and for 70, I'll trade it back in after playing it, whatever. I'll get around 56 or so for it, which is not so bad, you know. It's not so bad at all. And I just put that on the next one. So I'm almost getting nearly 50% by the time it works out. So yeah. And you just wait for your little vouchers and stuff, 3 for 2, and then I do the same thing again. Where I'll trade in games. Yeah. So yeah, if there's a game I really love, I'll hold on to that sucker. But the way platinums work these days, you get a platinum and you're like, yeah, I can safely move on. There's very rarely a time when I feel like I need to build up a collection of random games, you know. Things are different than they were back then, you know. In the time of even the 360 and before that, you would have these odd little games that you just cannot get anymore, you know. Thanks, buddy. The terror's lair. A terror! All these blowfish they're eating, that can't be healthy. But even like the most rarest games aren't even that rare anymore, you know. Now, on this generation on PS4, the closest thing to a rarest game would be like an indie game that just didn't get a physical release. So then you use like Limited Run or any number of these awesome, you know, services that will give you physical copies of these games. They become the collector's editions, you know. Same with this. You know, if you had like the Scott Pilgrim physical edition, a lot of that stuff you're going to want to hold on to anyway, you know. If you went that above and beyond to get a physical edition or a collector's edition, it's something you want to keep forever anyway. But nowadays, you know, you're getting so much on Epic free games, Amazon Prime free games, PS Plus free games, Xbox free games, Steam giving away free game. It's everywhere, dude. There's Humble Bundles, itch.io, everywhere. You are literally inundated, so there's never a point to hold on to something, because it's just going to lose value. It loses value as the moment you, just like a car, you know, as soon as you open the wrapper, which kind of sucks. Yeah, that game is wild, dude. I don't know how you find these. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah, which I guess £25. Yeah, when they give you in-store stuff. That's how I kind of do it. You always get more to stay with them. A terror's lair! Boink. Opportunity overload. It's this crazy demon BDSM. Yeah, they pump up the class. Yeah, they do, right?
What was that?
Pump up the classics for sure.
You found what you look for.
Okay.
I want to get the old 360 Spider-Man games.
You!
They're really expensive.
Hiding out there in the dark? Come out and face me! I'm Kao, son of Kobe. I came here to kick your butt and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of gum.
There's a 30-year-old quote right there. So quiet. Hey, where's your music?
I've gotta admit, I was expecting you to be more impressive.
Is that a koala ghost?
Then.
It is.
Let's end this.
It's like his spirit
Right here,
guide.
Right now.
How about terror kicks your butt?
Come on, you little pope. Boss time, baby. Yeah, they've chosen to go for the Spyro Reignited trilogy. Trying to make a little pentagram of himself. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, let's see, can we make a little pentagram here, huh? Macadoo! Hey, no sidewalking. Bum, bum. Phase 2. Can't sound cool when you say kick butt. That's true. Maybe in the 60s. Go cold turkey. Well, we'll have new PS Plus games announced really soon here, so yeah. Dude, there's so much out there to play. I want to play that Tribes of Midgar game. I'm guessing this is just avoid phase. Avoid it! What's this supposed to be? Boink! Probably it was time to get both of them there, huh? Jesus! That one was swanging. Mine's just swanging. See if I can get 2 this time, huh? Where's the other one? No, always 1. We gotta do the magical power of 3. They're getting faster. They're getting crazier. I was talking about that game, Haven Call of the King. Do you remember that one, John? Boink! Yo-ho-hoi! With our powers combined, I am Captain Diarrhea! Alright, what you got, huh? Bum-ba-dum. 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 It's a bit of light Aww. Deadsies. Let me start again, you cheeky buggers. When did I get hit the first time? I should have cashed in my heart pieces and got another heart. After all them phases, they never dropped a single bit of health. Cheeky buggers. Oh, now I remember. I was boxing them a little bit too much. We just went into the next phase. We're into the next phase of our relationship. You get to meet all my sex toys. How easy do you want the boss fights to be? Yeah, exactly, right. Hey, you guys! I feel like we're getting a next wave or a new like revolution of licensed games, which is cool. I hope that continues. Back in my day, we even had like Blues Brothers games and the Goonies and everything. Nearly every movie had a game. This phase is too long. I'll be here till Christmas. Come on, come on, come on, Johnny. And it'll only let you get one of these rocks. Watch. Immediately despawns the others. How could you? You probably just walk in a steady motion, going clockwise or counterclockwise, and they'll just never hit you. That's how these things work. They ain't 3+ for nothing. 7+. 7 plus 3. I ain't doing no mathematics. Yeah, when I was growing up, like trying to get your hands on video games is tough because they're very expensive. You're already getting like maybe £2, €2 of pocket money. You just would never save up. So I had to rely on trade-ins and things. Out of curiosity, if you could eliminate a certain aspect of a game, just in general, I would get rid of stealth mechanics in non-stealth games. Keep them for Metal Gear, keep them for Hitman and things like that, and Thief, you know. Great game. Just get them out of things like Assassin's Creed and any other game. Because here's the thing. They work on just nonsensical rules of video games where it's like you aggro this guy and everyone in a 5-mile radius is aggroed, you know? It's silly. Metal Gear Solid did it well with the cone of vision. This stupid suspicion meter above your head, it doesn't work. It's not line of sight, it's line of fucking logic. Like two triangles staring at each other in a hot tub, you know? It's weird.
The gloves did that?
Like, I'll put up with every tail mission, every escort mission. Just get rid of stealth. Just get rid of it, please. I can't stand it.
Terror saw a shiny crystal. There was giant. Terror took a piece.
When Metal Gear Solid did it right, I just can't believe how bad other developers interpreted that in their games. Like, damn.
Should be what I need.
It should always be Kona Vision. Now that Siphon Filter's coming back, we'll see what the new generation thinks of Siphon Filter, because I fucking love Siphon Filter. It was kinda had like a Jason Bourne thing going on. This magical taser that would just set people on fire at insane range. That thing was awesome. There you go, first boss down. You fought well. Give you a 4. 4 out of 4 it better be. Thanks, coach. Out of 10. Oh! Prove yourself with Terror. The jungle he spoke of far away. We'll need to cross the sea. Long swim. Unless... I get it. We need transport. I got this one. I know exactly who can help. Gadget! Gadget the Pelican. Why not? Yeah, it's minor, but it's annoying. Yeah, when the gameplay stops to pan the camera to show you where to go, what to do, and slowly pans back. That's bad timing. It just did that. No, I do feel you on that. Anytime, I've actually said my piece on QTEs as well. I think that is the worst mechanic. And I know I'm about to play through all of the God of War games, and they're some of the best / worst offenders of QTEs. I think QTEs is something that should have been left in the arcade days, you know? Oh, it's so bad. Badly implemented. Oh, fuck me. I did it again, boys. We're free. No one saw nothing. Dude, I'm on a mission to break every game I ever lay hands on. We've had one crash so far. Yeah, I've never enjoyed QTs. I think QTs came about with when the rise of Guitar Hero, you know? So every game was like, people like pressing buttons that appear on screen, and let's do that. Like some QTs, I don't mind. Like, hey, you're using a QT to finish off a boss or whatever. You know, like when you're mashing it to make it feel like you're mashing a button. I'm fine with those. But in the middle of a cutscene, you're enjoying yourself, you put the controller down, and then these tiny little buttons break the immersion. They look ridiculous, just floating buttons in the middle of a cutscene. And in my opinion, ruins a cutscene, because you're just trying to have fun. You've earned this cutscene. It's rubbish. It's one of the worst gaming tropes out there. It really is. But they continue. I don't know if I have enough, have I? I do! Alright, now we got 4. Yeah, so that one I've never been a big fan of. I never understood what they were trying to prove, you know? Nowadays we have this nonsense haptic feedback and all that. Just more ways for them to add, interactivity that nobody asked for. It's like if they had QTs in a Microsoft PowerPoint thing. It's like, stop it. Nobody asked. But, you know, some people like them. I get that. But it feels like video games for dummies, you know? Press this button. You'd expect it out of a simulator game or something, or a paint by numbers for kids. But sweet baby Jesus on a Saturday night, I do not want it in a high-octane, high-action game. Stop it. We were joking about other tropes, like the yellow paint, the piss paint as I was calling it, that's on the ledges of like any 3D platformer. You know, like your Horizon Zero Dawns, Uncharted's, Tomb Raiders, you name it. White paint, yellow paint, doesn't matter what it is. You have to make up some excuse so you can follow. And it all comes down to hand-holding, right? It's the feckin' hand-holding that the average developer thinks that the person playing their game has the mental capacity of a 7-year-old. And we gotta get away from that. It's actually gotten worse over the years, because when I was growing up, we played all these great JRPGs, and 9 times out of 10, they would never hold your hand, you know? There was a lot of exposition, a lot of dialogue, but that was incredible world building. So like that's why I was drawn to them as well. They were amazing. I would get hundreds upon hundreds of hours out of one game purchase, you know? As a kid with very limited money, It was amazing. It was a godsend. So, yeah, I did enjoy those a lot. But they never held, you know, they were bollocks hard, some of them, turn-based stuff. Very tough. A lot of mini-games that still don't make sense to this day in those JRPGs, you know. But we love them. We love figuring them out. As frustrating as they were. Very little hand-holding. Just go to it, you know. But it all was very intuitive, you know. You had your elements, you had your turn-based stuff. I know you don't like turn-based anymore, but it, yeah, it's really cool. Now I feel like we're going backwards. Ugh. Yeah, David Cage, I know, Quantum Dream, love that stuff. Like, if he does that for his new Star Wars games, people are gonna go apeshit. There is a time and a place for QTEs. I do, if you're gonna mash it to get that kind of feeling. Sometimes it's overboard, like I think even God of War would do that. Mashing a button to open every chest, you know. It was a bit much. Dante's Inferno never got enough love. I wish it did. It was a great game. It's getting better with recent but unskippable cutscenes. Yeah, I hate that. Sometimes they'll do it where they won't allow you to do it first playthrough and then allow you to do it in the second one. I'm like, okay, I kind of see where you're coming from. But yeah, in a world of speed runs and you know, platinum runs where you have to go back and do it on new difficulties, having unskippable cutscenes is, whoo, that's high up there for sure. Repeating dialogue, yeah, holy crap. And we did say escort missions and tail missions, they're rough.
Good to see you.
It's a crab rocket.
What are you working on?
It's a crotch rocket.
It's top secret until it's
It's John's crotch rocket. Spider-Man 3 and Shenmue 3. Yeah. Good lord.
Anyway, did you want something? Yes. I'm going on a
Spider-Man
mission
3
to
made me
protect my
rage
sis
quit.
and dad. You wanna come? We can take your plane.
Follow quests where the follower's slower, yeah.
It's gone.
No,
Very
thank you.
strange that was. It disappeared the same night as his sister.
Ayo.
Oh, that sucks. Do you have anything else we could use?
Assassin's Creed games love that stuff, but they've been getting better at allowing the character to run if you run, you know?
And 50% of the time, she walks 100% of the time. As long as she can take us where we need to go, I guess. She will. I've got some balls left to tighten, or she'll be shivering more than timbers. That's what I need you to get me my special range. I do it myself, but some magical barrier is blocking the entrance to lava caves.
Yeah, that's an annoying fucking trope as well. In any of those story-driven games, narrative games, Telltale, Life is Strange, the stupid fast walk thing. What is that? Give us a jog, give us a run. It's there just to pace the game. It's already only 4 hours long, so it'll squeeze it enough out to get like 6 hours out of it or whatever. It's so stupid. Fast walk? What is that? Do you ever just walk downtown, you're like, alright, I'm gonna go into fast walk mode now. There's a lot of people who do speed walking, and that shit is like, they're Karens before Karens were Karens. You ever pass a couple of women doing speed walking? Just like the freight train coming through. And they just always walk abreast. Blocking the whole goddamn sidewalk. Abreast. Why do they even call it that when it's not breast to breast and cheek to cheek? Black Desert Online has great follow quest. Follow will always keep up with you even if you ride a horse. Oh, I do like when MMOs do that. Or sometimes if you're like running and someone's following you, and or you're in a race and they have the AI catch-up thing and you're not supposed to see it because they assume the camera's pointed this way, but you turn around and they're going fucking 90 miles an hour. Yeah, I hear you on that today. I love talking about video game tropes because, you know, we love these games, warts and all. Sometimes the warts are big fucking mollies, you know? It's like, damn! And sometimes they're just little minor inconveniences. But it's funny how the tropes have just continued. I think some devs just, it's like a bad habit, they just keep it in there on purpose. Content that should have been in the initial release to make you pay again. Yeah, a lot of stuff. I always find that with like Coliseum DLC or Arena DLC, that is so baked into the game already, but they go and split it up as individual DLC. That is a bad one right there. Or cosmetic stuff as well. I'm actually, like, for all the bad talk about loot boxes and microtransactions, when it comes to cosmetic stuff, I couldn't really be arsed. If they're gonna want to make a little bit of side hustle on that, It's whatever. It's completely optional. Now, you know, XP gains and time savers and that shit can get in the bin. The Assassin's Creed games have been doing that for a while now, and I hate it. Extra XP, you know? I know Call of Duty and all them do that, but they're usually events. Assassin's Creed wants you to pay for that stuff. So that means their leveling system in the game is fundamentally broken because it's tied around you grinding XP. It's clever. It's clever. Yeah, oh yes, the water levels, yeah. Why is it no matter how far we've come, they can't figure out water in video games? Very rare. 1 in like of 100 games that might have some form of swimming will figure out how to do it well. Like even latest one, Horizon Forbidden West. They were almost there. They were that close. And they fucked it up. They gave you like a rebreather, Ridicule. You know, she's as slow as a wet week on the water. So then you're kind of like subconsciously saying, I'm not going to go into the water. And you know, all the Mario games, Zelda's known for it. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Ironically, Sekiro, a fucking samurai game, nothing got to do with water, has an unimaginable boost on the water. It looks really cool. Don't know what it is about From Software, but when they tackle something, they seem to take all of the fan feedback from other games and fix it in their game. Like the video game horses are so broken, right? We're getting better graphic fidelity wise and horse balls shrinking, but it's still a pain in the ass having to ride around on a horse. It's either too slow, it's not responsive enough, or it's too many animations. But then Elden Ring fixed it with Torrent. He's got a double jump. He stops as soon as the analog stick stops. There's none of this extra little jogs and canters when you fucking walk off a cliff. I love Red Dead 2. It's one of the greatest fucking like lifelike cowboy simulators out there. But after falling off that horse about 3 or 4 times from the tiniest little branch, I kind of was like, well, I'm going to spend the next 2 hours walking to the destination. Because fuck that horse. Fuck it. Someone did, I think. He's walking sideways. Good God. Yes, but we love our video games, right? We will protect them. Protect them! Alright. I think he wants me to do this one. Yeah, okay, cool. I think I have enough now. I was going to do it before him, but I'm like, I'll feel bad if I don't. What would you say is the best 3D mascot game ever? That's a hard one, right? We're going back to Mario. We're going back to Banjo-Kazooie, Crash, Spyro. There's so many. That's a tough one. I like the Jak and Daxter games as all over the place as they are. I love them. 'Cause we wouldn't have Uncharted without Jak 2, and Jak 2 is, for all intents and purposes, a mess. And I like it. I like it because I'm a bit of a mess myself. It's weird. It's trying to be GTA. It's trying to be a collectathon. It's trying to be everything. Hello, darkness, my old friend. See, we're getting a lot of crazy. Oh, it's time for the fire gloves.
I believe you may find this of use. You could even say it is handy.
Old.
Although, please try not to burn yourself.
Yeah, Vanny Jan of all time. Hell yeah.
It would be a shame for the fun to be over so soon.
Speed walking is a low impact, somewhat equivalent to jogging. Good for people with joint issues where jogging is not. Yeah, but they look crazy, don't it? Look at these fire gloves. It doesn't hurt, I swear. That's basically what we're getting into this. You know, you get your ice gloves, fire gloves, electrical gloves.
Blazing bunch of fire.
Yeah. Crash 3, Spyro 1, or straight up Banjo. Damn. Yeah, Crash 3. I loved how I felt like Crash, Spyro followed suit, especially for both original trilogies. You know, they introduced a lot of little gizmos and gadgets for Crash and Spyro, but never switched up the genre completely. You know, like Jak and Daxter did. You have to give me more fire, you sons of beeps. Beep. Some tough weapon right there. Can't go that way yet. Spyro 2 or 3. Yeah, see, look, a lot of people love their Spyro. Spyro had no business being as good as it was, right? It's amazing. Like, he's probably one of the only mascots who's on all fours, right? You know? Charging around. It works well. Insomniac killed it, and I was kind of sad to just see it tossed to the wind like that, you know? Sony did it dirty. The way they got rid of it. Or sold it off. We'll see now how things go. I wouldn't mind like them bringing back the Legend of Spyro. Just without Elijah Wood. Without Mr. Wood, please. But they were fun. I'd love to see Crash Twin Sanity as well. That one was amazing. A lot of weird ones. And Crash 4, if you have not played Crash 4, the new one, it's about time. It is fantastic. It's bollocks hard. It's the hardest Crash ever made, I think. Even the obtuse ones, you know? Even the crappy mobile ones or whatever. It's insane. It's really good. I've never seen such a love letter to a series. I was genuinely spending most of the game going, they didn't fuck it up. They didn't fuck it up. I was just in pure amazement that they didn't fuck it up. They didn't fuck it up. Let's see. Yeah. And I know they were working on a Spyro game as well. And then they were absolved into more Call of Duty shenanigans, which sucks. But I think we're going to get Modern Warfare 2 Remake this year. October 18th, I believe. We'll have Ghost back. It's going to be a sequel to the first remake, so sadly, there'll be no happy time. Looks like you just use the fire punch once and that's it. Works on that kind of basis. Happy, joy. But Ghost will be back. I think they might take this opportunity to maybe retcon what happened to Ghost and Price. Yeah, I won't say any more than that. Just in case. But yeah. Interesting. And then they're going to take a break from Call of Duty. So there might be opportunity. You never know. Like, Microsoft might be a good thing for Activision. We'll see. A lot of people would say that it was the worst thing to happen to Rare. But anyone who spends just a little bit of time doing homework realizes that Rare had all but checked out. All the big names were gone. They had pretty much checked out. They did Star Fox Adventures, which was like one of their last games for Nintendo, right? But it started as a game called Dinosaur Island, and that shit was popping. And I wish, like, there's a PC build of it out there right now, but I wish it exists in its, you know, entirety. That shit was popping. It was really cool. But yeah, it was meant to be a brand new IP. Nintendo wasn't really happy where things were going. They saw this from Rare. They're like, what if Star Fox Adventures goes down as one of the weirdest, you know, cult fucking Star Fox games, you know? And you can tell that it wasn't, it didn't start as a Star Fox game. That's a poor franchise that's just not getting enough love, but, I mean, you know, spend 5 minutes and you'll see over 20 different franchises from Nintendo that are just not getting enough love. But they don't need it, you know? They'll save it till the time is right, and then we'll probably maybe get something. F-Zero, Mother series. Oh man, there's just so fucking many. So many. Metroid is kind of getting a bit of love, but it's also been mishandled for so long. Boop. Mainly it's just been Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda, really, that they've put all their chips into. Pop, 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 pop. But we'll see where things are going. Wario's still kicking around. He had a recent game come out. I don't know how well it did. The problem with Nintendo right now is they're in like a weird situation where all of their games come with local co-op because of the Joy-Cons, which I think is awesome, you know? Especially for games like Kirby, games like Yoshi. Just they're really great just to have that little two-player out the box. But in their focus of local co-op, they've completely fucking neglected online co-op to the point of like head-scratching stupidity that some of these games don't have online. Like they have a new Wario game out, right? But it has local co-op, no fucking online. The only online they put in these games is online leaderboards. Okay, this one's got a little bit of stank on it. Look at this, huh? I have to extend my jump a little bit. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Nintendo, we love them. They make magic, but they are living in 1993, and they always have been. And sometimes that's the beauty. That's how they rely so well on stuff. But they are, my goodness, they have the strangest business practices. They make me scratch my head every day. Because I'm like, you're doing amazing. We're very grateful. But look at all this shit you could be doing. Look at all these. Let me see if I can just trick the. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Super Mario World and SNES is probably my favorite Mario. Mousy would probably say a Kirby game. Yeah, I don't know what her history is with Kirby. I know she loves him to bits. Not sure if she's played. There's that new one out which is super cool. But yeah, once again, I was hoping it'd be multiplayer. It's just online. Oh, it's only local. So you're getting to the point where you're waiting for these mods to create online, you know. Right now, the most significant online game they have is still Smash and Mario Kart. Everything else is playing fiddle, you know. They just brought out the Switch Sport, which has online stuff. It's really cool. Hello? I survived and died at the same time? Hell yeah. It's Menage a Trois. Oh my god. What the hell happened there? I made it and then just didn't commit to it. I should have commit. I've got commitment issues. This is true. Platformer with Elijah Wood is the... No. No. I've said my piece. I'm not a big fan of the dude. Thank God Lord of the Rings is so good, though. So I'll give him a pass on that, but I've met the guy in real life. He's a snobby little shit. You know, I don't think he bleeds blood. I think he bleeds ego. Bleed! Which would be better to jump here, huh? Like this? No? I don't know. It's not really... That's a weird-shaped fucking... what's even supporting them, huh? Can we talk about physics here, people? Me and my buddy Jason were recently talking about Spyro because we both believe our favorite to be 3. Then we played the remakes. We realized all the best bits remembered was from 1. Yeah, you see? They added a crap ton of little inventions and stuff. You raise me up. I can leave without getting that diamond, right? Right? My eye's not twitching. That's right. 3. Was 3 the one with the skateboarding and that? I did enjoy that a lot. That was them trying to snooker in a little bit of the Tony Hawk's fans. They've been remaking those as well. Activision are going hard on that. But yeah, I'm putting a lot of eggs in the basket of Sonic Frontiers this fall. I hope it's good. I want Sonic to do well. Because people have always said he's worse than Mario and all that. But I grew up with the little bugger. I've always liked the blue blur. I just think they need to just get off their asses and give us a Sonic Underground game, you know? Stop being scaredy cats. It's time for Sonic Cyberpunk. Fuck yeah. Do it. Do it. Oh, man. I'm sorry, my little kangaroo. You shouldn't have humped the shit out of the bottom of that platform. It's one of those things where you're like, is he gonna commit? Will he commit to the ledge grab? That's something that a lot of games have lost. And I don't know what the hell is going on. They're now pushing against just standard ledge grabbing in games. It drives me bonkers because you're so used to it in some basic games, 20 years old, that have, you know, a ledge grab. It can't be that hard to do it. And then you fucking find out that apparently it is. Thank you, sir. Alright, looks like we're gonna light these guys up. We gotta get some boomerangs first. Gotta have her do our lava level, of course. Wouldn't be tropes without tropes. Bentley. Good old money bags. Nintendo's never quite understood. Yeah. They've never understood the concept of online anything, right? The internet. I don't know if Nintendo have actually discovered the internet yet. Because, you know, you mentioned the YouTuber and they think they're like thieves breaking into their office or something. They're very behind, but they make magic. But they burnt a lot of bridges with a lot of people. And it's foolish of them. It's just very unnecessary. And all of this is free advertising, you know? In this day and age, like, it's not like people just fly off and stream whatever they feel like it. A lot of these big names get the okay, you know? Their embargoes and all that. The lesser dudes, yeah, fair enough. They'll just go off and do whatever they want. But that's to be expected. They don't give a shit. These are the kind of guys that will burn a channel and start again, you know? But not the big guys. Most of them are pretty compliant as well, you know, which sucks. We call them sellouts or whatever, but you're talking about corporations that would fucking sue you under the table in seconds. So, yeah, those moments definitely do suck. But you gotta play the game, sadly. You gotta play the game. Yeah, he's pretty much doing all the trophy stuff for an Australian little kangaroo, but it was a Polish dev, and it's still the same dev doing it, so that's cool. Made a lot of different style games after KO, but he got about 5 games or so, you know. I need a boomerang again, mate. Maybe we can get one over there. Maybe. Wait, what's that? That could be a boomerang. Yeah, baby. What it looks like, baby. You got a trilogy. You got a couple of side games. The Thai games, like he had like a bit of a Jack and Daxter puberty issue as well. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. So the first game, you know, you're basic. He's a little Tasmanian tiger running around, collectathon, everything we love, you know. And the second game, he's like, fuck it, there's mechs. There's mechs, you know. He woke up one day and chose Gundam. God damn, I was happy for that. Get him! So it's kind of wild. And then, I think it was, I think Thai 3 is my favorite. It's like Bush Rescue. That actually might be the second one, though. It's one where it basically goes full Steve Irwin, you know, and you're like a little tiger that goes around rescuing animals, and yeah, I'm telling you. They didn't remake the other two. They only remade the first one. But the other two do have HD re-releases, you know, with widescreen and all that.
Only Gadget could come up with that.
I think one of the worst things that, you know, remasters can fall into, and it's gonna happen with the PlayStation Classics, sadly. It is what it is, as they say, but it's the fact that when they're remastering these games, hello camera, they're just re-releasing them in the same standard format that they came out with. So you're gonna have like 4:3 ratio, 50 Hz European, which is very jarring if you're playing in 60 frames. You know what I mean? It's creepy. It's like jittery. You keep checking your TV. So yeah, but you know, it'll be worth it for the rewind features and all that. A lot of PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 4 games sadly do have these borders. And what sucks is, like, I don't want to come off as spoiled because it does sound like that, but we've got like fantastic emulators out there that do a better job. They have widescreen, they have everything. Like, it's just so unfortunate that I don't know, they can't employ these people. They're going to use their emulator, you know, they shut them down. Nintendo do it all the time, but they can't employ these people to, you know, this. Oh man, I'm telling you, some of those emulators out there, you've got widescreen support, you've got 60 frames, you can go 4K. It's unreal. But yet they would rather see that as you know, them stealing content or breaking copyright. It's all nonsense. It really is just nonsense. But you know, developers are starting to, like, publishers will never change. But developers, just the straight up developers, are starting to wake up to it. Like CD Projekt Red using you know, a lot of fan mods for the ideas for Witcher 4. You know, there's fucking potential. There's potential. I want to see more of that. Because look at 9 times out of 10 when a new game comes out, you've got people on PC that won't play it right away. They're waiting for the fan mods. Even you know, these untouchable devs like From Software. The fucking Elden Ring PC port was all but broken straight off the bat. But within days, and I mean days, like crazy speed, you had these fan patches up that fixed everything. It's wild. The power of just straight up manpower, right? You know? You know? It's clever mods, but it does come down to more hands, more heads on board. Pure manpower. No matter how many people are working at a studio, you'll never have the manpower of the, you know, the thousands, if not tens of thousands of fans out there creating mods. I wish we could meet in the middle somewhere. It just seems like a no-brainer, but it's exactly what's going on with these devs. They have no fucking brain. I really do think it comes down to a prideful thing. It's like, no, we can't have the fans fixing our stuff. We're meant to be the developers. That needs to go away. That kind of prideful nonsense, that needs to go away. Because imagine, you know, if CD Projekt Red had allowed fans to, you know, help with fucking Cyberpunk, wouldn't have released in that state. Now we have these crazy Unreal Engine 5 mods for Cyberpunk. It looks insane. It looks insane. Look at all that money. That's all that was in here. Just a cheeky reward. Yeah, player one and just be the cursor. That'll be, yeah, that was very odd for sure. For sure, they kind of did it a little bit. When it's local co-op, it sort of kind of works. The problem with a lot of those things is camera control. Lego games kind of broke it and fixed it all at the same time. I don't know. There's never a permanent solution for anything. I've been having my own issues with third-person cameras for the longest time, you know, and I have no solution. There is no solution. You know, oh, that's just that's insta-kill, huh? It's magical insta-kill water as opposed to normal water. Don't you love it? Don't you just love it? Rockstar were the closest to fixing the third-person camera, allowing you to press, you know, the buttons so that you could push in and out the camera like that. Or Bethesda, where you could go first-person or third-person. I think all games should have that option. I really do. But it's not as simple as just putting it in there, you know. It's something that has to be inside the engine. I think a good example of that is the new Resident Evil games. Everybody's kind of, well, I only like the third-person ones. Well, I like the first-person ones. Just, you know, bring out the taco girl that says, why not both? You know, why not both? It can't be that difficult. And then on the sideline, games that not enough people are playing, the Evil Within 1 and 2 games. Evil Within 2 implemented first-person mode and third-person mode. I thought that was awesome, but people be sleeping on those games. Sleeping. There's those who know and those who don't. It's one of the grandfathers of Resident Evil. They're great games. They're even sleeping on his newest game, Ghostwire Tokyo. I fucking loved it. It's far from a horror game, but it's really, really good. I call it FPM, a first-person magic game. And the streets of Tokyo, gorgeous. Really cool. Real nice. It's PS5 only, and that's half of the reason that nobody's playing it. Because there ain't that many fucking PS5s out there. I think it's already on sale for 40 or something, which is a bit oof. Oof! Come on, don't be afraid. That's just a magical ledge he won't grab. I still think out of all of the mascots, besides Mario, I think Crash, and it's not always just about the mascots themselves as well. If people recognize the villains, if people recognize every little character, the bosses, everything, that is such a big sign, you know. Like, I think most people wouldn't even remember Spyro's villains, you know. You'd remember a couple of his friends if they show up a lot, but that's it, you know. He's not a household name. And sadly, he didn't really get a household name out of a villain until Chaos in Skylanders. You couldn't get away from Chaos. Chaos! Such an iconic voice actor. I liked the Skylanders games. I knew exactly what they were. They were just toy makers at that point, but I enjoyed them. I played all of the Toys to Life games just to try them out, and I found that Disney Infinity was actually the weakest. The toy box was fun. It was them trying to kind of zero in on Minecraft. It kind of brought back what the Toy Story 3 game was doing with the toy box, you know. But overall, it was probably the weakest. It looked good, but it was just nothing to do. Lego Dimensions then was this kind of second place. They brought on a lot of franchises, which was very smart of them. But once you bought the little mini kits and that, and just Lego was Lego, there wasn't a whole lot you were doing with them, you know. You get like the Doctor Who and Ghostbusters. It was one very short level per area, you know. So it felt like DLC with toys. So besides the collectible side of things, and Skylanders was the most successful, but clearly they milked the crap out of it, you know, to the point where it just didn't matter anymore. They milked it, boy. You'll probably have to wait till all three are going, is it? Ba 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 ba. Here we go. You raise me up. Wait, we might have one more somewhere. Get 'em, boys. Wait, this one's not hitting it, is it? Dinky Mominky. There you go. This one hitting it? Boing, 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 boing. What else are we missing? We're missing some flaming minions. Thank you. Give me flaming minions. Boink. Alright. Now we'll use the reflector. Boing, boing, boing. She's gonna blow, Captain. She can't handle it. There she blows. Oh, that's a moon you take a bite of. Rawr, rawr. You still have all my scars? Yeah, I love the first. Yeah, dude, hell yeah. I really got into it up until Swap Force. That was good. Then they started breaking up the toys into 2 pieces, the cheeky buggers. But Giants was awesome. I have them as well. I probably spent between all the toys to life probably like $1,000. Now you'll get them in bag and buckets for like $1 each. But I used to love all the reflective ones, and it's no different than someone collecting like Pokemon cards and all that. It's very clever. Very clever. I'm trying to think what was my favorite one of all time. I don't know. Any of the dark ones I loved. And they were really clever little games, you know. They weren't, I wouldn't say they were as, you know, hard or as, you know, influential as Spyro himself. But were fun. They had a bit of length to them, you know. Alright. Any scratches? Just a few. 1 for me and 2 for you. Alright, buddy. Come with me, my dear. My dear. Let's get out of here. Run! Run, Kel. Yeah. I don't really like Jak 2. Yeah, that was the one that turned everybody off. But trust me, we wouldn't have Uncharted without it. I liked it. I definitely came at a time when I was going through a little bit of a dark phase as well. So I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. And then what about Jak X and that? They were really pushing everything. If you think about from the beginning of Jak and Daxter all the way through to Jak X, they went through so many genres. You had the Collectathon. It was their first proper 3D platformer. Like, for, you know, we had all the Crash games, but they were 3D, but still limited. You know, I'm not talking like open. We're still pretty much limited to a kind of a on rails thing. You know.
We got everything we need. Powerful gloves, a motorboat,
and then you had fucking shooting, third-person shooting. In the second game, we had the GTA driving. We had crazy, like, transforming power-ups. And Jak X brought in the combat racing, like, Jesus. And Jak 3 had combat racing as well. So you could, it was a very experimental time for Naughty Dog, you could tell. So that's why the games do suffer a little bit.
Maybe.
Because they're going to take chances, not everything's going to work, right? But I'm okay with that. Yeah, it is, you're right, it's not easy. When you get run around from the guards, it's so annoying.
Don't mom me, Kao. Those gloves are dangerous. Walt, explain yourself right this instant.
Thick mama.
Gloves.
Yeah.
Maybe not as dangerous as I thought.
Maybe is not good enough.
I've been wearing them for hours already, and what? I feel fine. They've actually been helpful.
Shvetti. His hands are probably
It's
Shvetti.
true. I was skeptical at first. They're different with Kao. Work different than with Kobe.
And
How am I supposed to understand what he's saying?
It's the only thing I have left of him.
I love the Mario sports games, but I'm getting to the point now where I refuse to pay full price for one sport alone. So the new Mario Golf game looks cool, but I ain't paying $60 for that. The new Mario Strikers Battle League looks good, but I'm not paying full price for it. They need to put them all together.
Away from you by force. So Walt, it's on you. You'd better keep an eye.
They should be selling those at a discount. You have things like Switch Sports and Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. There really is just no point buying a game with one sport alone, even if there is some cool stuff to it. I just don't think they have the legs, you know. You get a good 10-20 hours out of it, but
rip and tear, boop, snoots.
Rip and tear.
Whatever it is you kids say these days. Just find your dad and sister and bring them home.
Oh.
Something flew into your eye, Coach?
Yes, exactly what happened. Fine now. Let's go. Hungry Jungle awaits. Be prepared. You will meet one of the best fighting masters.
Give Jayabaya my love, hon.
You should come with us, Mom. We can all be cracking and smacking.
It does remind me of Kung Fu Panda.
Someone needs to take care of the village. If I left it for 5 minutes, someone's going to take an arrow to the knee and...
Game like they definitely have a charm. Yeah, they do, don't they? That's why I don't want them to ever go away. So it's nice to see some of them getting remade. They're not meant to be difficult, it's just a bit of wholesome, kind of mindless fun. And that's definitely what we need. That's why I want more licensed games to come back. Because there was a time when you would wait, you'd love for these licensed games to come out. All Lord of the Rings games and Harry Potter, all James Bond games. It didn't matter, you know. They were just so good. And then they all just got far too greedy. But they're kind of coming back. We're getting a new Indiana Jones game, a new James Bond game. We're getting Wonder Woman. We're getting, obviously, you know, enough Batman games and Spider-Man, Wolverine. It's all coming back. This Wolverine game is going to have to live up to the best Wolverine game of all time. X-Men Wolverine Origins. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Wolverine X-Men Origins. Whichever way it is. Worst subtitle ever. No, I think X-Men went through the weirdest fucking naming shit. X-Men First Class Attack of the Apocalypse 2. Games need to just cut their titles in half, and so do movies. Like, Jesus, cut them in half. If you have more than one subtitle in a game, you've already messed up. A lot of Japanese games have no problem putting 2 subtitles in it. I'm like, I ain't playing this shit because I can't say it. We all end up just shortening it down anyway. Ugh. Like those, was it Hyper Danganronpa, Hyper Neptunia and all. Like, what the fuck are you saying, man? This man's having a fit. Call somebody, quick. No, I'm just playing this Japanese game. A place here, a break from all the serious games. True. That is true. Of course, you know, there's always the conversation always comes up again about violence in video games and all that. And, you know, not to like be Mr. fucking video game defender, but it's too easy to just blame video games. Like, don't get me wrong, any of those games do glamorize war, but that's different than little Timmy getting himself an AR-15. That comes down to the individual. I'm sorry, but no matter what kind of family you are, if you're allowing these kind of automatic weapons in your home when they're for, you know, fucking defense, whatever that means, is there an army of zombies coming after you? You don't need a fucking fully automatic weapon. Like, here in Ireland, we have a lot of guns as well, but 90% of it is for, like, home use, hunting, you know? And then most of them are rifles and shotguns. And anything else is used by fucking gangsters. That's about it. Very little of it comes down to even home defense. But it can happen. It can happen. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, that's why I don't think making every time a government in any country has made anything illegal, it has only made things worse. Every time. From drugs to alcohol with the prohibition. If they do it with guns, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna make it worse. So that's not the solution. That's not the solution. It has to start at home. If I hear one more fucking parent of a shooter go, he was such a quiet, nice boy. He fucking clearly wasn't. Like, check your kids' fucking internet, you know? Check their Google history. Check their... Just wake the fuck up, man. I tell you, there should be an aptitude test before people become parents, because there are some people that are asleep at the fucking wheel. They're just asleep. And it's not an invasion of privacy when it comes down to this stuff. If you have a minor that's on the internet, it isn't an invasion of privacy at that point. I'm sorry, but there's too many weird fucking places like 4chan out there that they have full access to. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I watched some serious fucked up footage of that stuff that went on. I don't ever want to hear grown parents wailing and screaming like that ever again. It's fucked up. It was like some kind of animalistic stuff, some tribal shit. Basic society breaking down. The cops can't even defend. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. So yeah, it clearly doesn't just come down to video games. If it's a thing where your child is that susceptible to violence in general, then it would be everything, sadly. It would be video games, it would be movies, it would be music, it would be everything. If it's this thing where they're on a spectrum or whatever, and they're influenced that easy by this stuff, then yeah, clearly then they need help, you know? It's all a cry for help, right? It's crazy. Right to bear arms, yeah, well, it's only when it's been taken away does it ever really come up, you know? There's so much conspiracies about the money behind it all and all that kind of stuff, dude. It's wild. It's wild. It's another thing, like, even in this country we have stupid shit like that, where you've got these 300-year-old laws and constitutions and shit that just really don't apply anymore and need to be revisited. You know, you can hold your constitution in your hand and your Declaration of Independence in your hand and have it mean something, but not all of it makes any sense nowadays. You know, we have so many laws in Ireland, even straight up from the 70s, that just don't hold up anymore. They don't hold up in today's society, you know, and they're just getting things muddied. And we tend to just hold on to these things in some false sense of patriotism, nostalgia, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think even when it comes down to the right to bear arms, I don't think it should include the technological advances of someone being able to own a weapon that can fire 300 fucking rounds a second, or a rocket launcher, or a javelin, or UAVs, and you know what I mean? And where do we draw the line, dude? Ion cannon. Timmy got an ion cannon for Christmas. The Hammer of Dawn, you know, just start... Where do you draw the line? Technology has far advanced what the guns were back then. When they made those constitutions, it was a one-fire musket, you know? Mm-hmm. Or a fucking cannon or something. Shit. One shot musket. It's very different. So I don't know. I think it'd be worth revisiting it, but you'd have another fucking civil war. It just sucks that it's a weekly thing now. Talking about this stuff, playing a cutesy little game, but there you go. It's hard to avoid it. We shouldn't avoid it, I suppose. I say, like, after everything with COVID and that, and oh my god, it's GTA all over again. Yeah, COVID, where a lot of kids just, you know, did homeschooling. I think you're gonna see a lot more of that. I think people can get a good education from homeschooling. Now just there's the fear of bringing them into school at all, right? Not even from COVID. It's the only thing that stopped it for a while. Now here we are back again. But yeah, I think you can get a good education from being homeschooled. But sadly, I think even more important than your education is how you're interacting with people, you know. That's why, like, fair enough, a lot of people go through a lot of trauma during middle school, high school, any kind of schooling, right? Because of bullying or who knows what else, you know. But it's still an experience and a rite of passage. It's not always a nice one for people, but overall, it's still an important part of people's lives. And by homeschooling, you do end up seeing this more sheltered thing happen, you know, where a lot of the times it just coincides with families being uber religious. So then when they're homeschooled, they can kind of come off with kind of maladjusted, you know, so they get into some fucked up stuff. It's not always the case, but yeah. So that there's that bad side of it, you know, because they've been so sheltered, they end up having some serious complexes later in life.
Whoa. This is unlike
I know, there's no one solution, that's for sure.
Jungle not look like this. Not last time.
Look at that crystal. It seems to somehow power up the tree.
Yes, and I feel powerful energy. Smell it.
Sniffer, sniffer.
It's concentrated there. Powerful and dangerous. Same smell comes from the fruits.
You'd better take a deep breath, Coach. Cause that's also the smell of an exciting adventure. Let's go and find the famous Jayabaya.
Oh, hey! Look at you with
Minky.
these fancy gloves on. You must be a serious fighter.
Uh-oh.
And you're looking for the master, right? Jayabaya? Don't worry, I wasn't eavesdropping. I was just passing by.
Right, sure you were.
Well, I'm
So,
going for
do you
2.5.
know
Okay,
where I
cool.
can find
I'm gonna
him?
switch over and do
You
some
already
Call of
have.
Cthulhu shortly
I've
here.
got him right here.
Uh-oh. Minky, no.
Nope, not right here. Hush, 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 silly rabbit. I meant right
He's not a rabbit.
here. So, which one do you want? Poker gyro?
He's like
opposable
a-
arms,
what would
fierce
you call
gyro,
it?
mini gyro? Oh, this one is so cute. Just look at that
A
adorable
voodoo.
little face.
A voodoo witch
We're
doctor
on
monkey.
Different. 9 feet tall, living and breathing. Also a fighting master.
I'm afraid that one's not for sale.
Know
Hey,
where he is?
my.
Would look on training ground. No longer see one.
Of course not. It's all about the gyro bomb now. They don't need the training anymore. They just
He looks
read the
insane.
news and that powers them up instead.
That sounds disturbing.
To each their own. Look, I honestly don't know how to get to the boss. He's so busy that he's hard to reach these days.
All about Jaya Bomb, you said?
Jaya
You produce
ho.
the juice, too?
Yes, they have a whole factory in the Durian Valley. Wait,
Not the
why are you
durian.
asking?
I did.
Anyone ever had a durian? Those
Jayabaya
things
not one
stink.
to be found?
How can a fruit
him
smell
find
so
us?
much like farts?
Kale, stop production of this drink. We need to. Not just
So I
because of
think
silly
the
name.
quarry is June 10th.
But you can't. The boss will be furious.
Yeah, sketchy vibes.
Okay, Coach, whatever you say. Let's go then.
See,
It's
isn't it June
clobbering
10th?
time.
Which is 2
No,
weeks
you
from
can give
today.
it a
Okay.
second thought.
So I think Call of
Sleep
Cthulhu will
perhaps?
probably do us
No.
just perfectly. Yes. I did see House of Ashes and all those on sale. That's an option. I think they're going on the PS Plus stuff, so I'll just wait till then. I thought like Little Hope would be great and House of Ashes would be a bit but apparently it's the complete opposite, so there you go. I'd be down to play those. Yeah. Those kind of games, once they put Man of Medan on Game Pass that time, I was never going to buy them day one. Not unless I badly needed a horror fix or something, you know? And let this be a lesson to anybody, and I mean it in a good way. If anything ever goes on the PS Plus or Game Pass or any of that kind of stuff, if one game from a series goes on it, let it be known that there's a chance the rest will. So if you're someone who's not really into buying things day one because of finances or it's just not your bag, you don't have enough time or whatever, just know that they'll go on those services. Like, if you see one Assassin's Creed, they'll all go on it. It's just a matter of time. Especially with this Ubisoft classic stuff. That means, like, any game that's maybe a year, maybe 2 years older on Ubisoft side of things, it's going to go on that. It's going to go on that. So that's where we're heading with games. I know it seems... That's what I was saying. It has changed my buying options for sure. But I'm okay with that, you know. There's certain games that I've no problem not rushing into. They just might not be my bag, or they're not exactly a uber hot item, you know. You wouldn't be missing out too much. Alright, talk to me, monkey. Talk. I'm a vacationer. My thing is slipping through, huh? You're clipping through everything. These are your durians. That's exactly what they look like. And they stink. They have very strange. So they're kind of hard like that on the outside, right? And then you break them open. Of course, they stink of farts. But their actual fruit is... I think they call it flesh. Flesh. People like eating flesh, but only from the fruit, huh? No wonder it's only a stone's throw before you're cannibalizing. Look at this invisible wall, goddammit. Anyway, once you go into it, it feels like the inside of a banana. It's weird, dude. Durians are weird. What I want to know is how people found out about these things in the first place. So yeah, that's the plan there. I want to give the new PS Plus a good test drive. As much as I'm bemoaning it now because of them not giving me access. But I'm glad you guys are able to play. That would have been... At least I can walk that back, you know? That if you already have a subscription, you can still play. Because I was thinking that was bad shit. Oh, there you go. Look, that's what it looks like inside of it. But it's like the texture of a banana. Isn't it weird? Doesn't it look like brains? And it smells like farts. Literal, like the worst fart you ever smelled. Worse than your own behind. That's why people used to use them as deterrents. They would actually use durians to scare off animals and everything. It's wild. But some people eat them, but oh my god. I would not. Yeah, I'm glad it's working for you guys. It sucks that just the way it worked out. If I'd have known, there probably was some forum somewhere that told people to download them first. I would have just grabbed the God of War games then, because I was threatening to do it for a while. But it's okay, the way I'm going to do it now might actually work out to benefit us. So I'm going to use the PS3 HD Classics collection, and I think they're all in HD, whereas the ones on the streaming service is going to be beholden to whatever they were uploaded in. So that's basically what's happened. As ridiculous as it sounds, the PS3 streaming on PS Now is pretty much the same as if we were to upload a video onto YouTube. It's them uploading the game onto a server. You're playing it from that server. If the server ever shuts down, you're shit out of luck. But unfortunately, it's also beholden to, yeah, whatever it was uploaded at, you know. No matter how good my fucking internet is, no matter how good the PS5 is, it's not going to magically bump it up anymore. Only the Xbox seems to do that because it directly uses DirectX, you know. If you play an Xbox original game on your Xbox Series X, you know, the big machine, it could bump it up. Like some of the games are 120 frames. Maybe not 4K native, but that is insane. Something like Mad Max game and that. So when people say, is this game better on this platform or that platform, you genuinely have to look it up now. It's not a matter of which is stronger anymore. It's like, it's basically who cared more, which is crazy, right? I do want to get my hands on an Xbox Series X. They seem a lot easier to grab for both of them. I think in Europe now it's not that hard to get a PS5 on your hands. In America it's tough. I think people who are out here waiting, you're doing the right thing. There's no big rush. What kind of instrument is that? Is it like a pan flute? Just a normal flute. It's really nice. Collecting the ghost coins, you just can't see them. I swear they're there. Nice. The pan flutes are it's a really lovely instrument. Sadly, it's been completely destroyed by tropes and buskers and that, you know. The Peruvian pan flute. South Park as well. It still is a lovely instrument. Oh yeah. Get her done, boy, get her done. Alright, I'm just kind of waltzing around the second little hub area. Ah, it's a lovely little game. For $30, why not? This is what I was saying about Dolmen as well. If you need a little Souls-like fix, you know, and you played everything, that one's only 40, you know? I mean, I grew up with having to choose the cheaper option, so I played a lot of the knockoff games. I played a lot of the third party, you know, whatever was known as AA back then instead of AAA. So that's why when I bring up all these really weird offshoot platformer hero games like Haven and that, yeah, there was a lot. Some of them were little hidden gems, for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a chance. I remember what was like Project Eden as well. That was a weird one. I think it was like Fantastic Four with mechs or something. It was wild. Was that what it was called? Project Eden? A lot of games out then didn't have real names. They still had the project name on them. Maybe it was just Eden. There's so many. I noticed a lot of them cool little offshoot games are winding up on PS Plus and that, which is nice. Because around that time, PS1, early PS2, well, most of PS2 actually, Sony were heavily into experimental games. And it was really cool. You got games like Primal out there, you know. People be sleeping on that one. Lots of JRPGs. And people think Sony put out great first-party games now. It's a tenth of their output when they were doing it back in the PS2 days. PS1, PS2, and PS3. Yeah, the games take so long to make now that they're obviously worth it. The Sony first-party stuff is second to none. But my goodness, we were having, yeah, so many more experimental games. Couldn't keep up. Boop. There's a queue to get in line. I ain't doing nothing. You can't stop me. My collection will be worth millions one day. He's a fanboy. Not that I've ever wanted to sell it. Just saying. Smart, note that down. Oh, mama. I might try and get my hands on the old Thai games. They're all on Steam. They're a bit of fun. All these games are remade as well. With the full intent of them possibly making a new entry, you know? The sales of the Crash Insane trilogy and then Crash Nitro Kart heavily influenced the budget for Crash 4, you know? And it happens a lot. Like, always, if you see remakes, if you see remasters, know that that is the fundamental reason they're doing it. They want your money and they want to see if there's life in the old dog yet. Like Crysis, we're getting a Crysis 4 out of nowhere after the Crysis remaster. We got Alan Wake 2 after the Alan Wake remaster. Like, you name it. Like, the Max Payne getting remakes. I hope that's a sign they're coming back. I really do. But, I mean, they're remaking them, so that's good enough for me. I'm happy. Like, I want more gritty cop stories, crime stories, detective stories. Like, Christ, I'd give anything to see where L.A. Noire was going to take it, you know? Give us a game in Chicago and New York. Give us that gritty factor. Like, it's shocking to see games out there like the true crime games and Sleeping Dogs, and there's so many, and people are hoping to see that come back now that Square Enix have sold off the IP. But sadly, the studio that were working on Sleeping Dogs and that, you know, it started as True Crime Hong Kong, that they're sadly gone. Howdy. How much do you want for this? I think I'm close to another heart, am I? They were called, was it United Front? Yeah, it was like United Front Games. They are gone. We got any new clothes? Oh my god, it's the old... Look, this is how we looked back in the day. Watch. This is new KO. This is old KO. Look at that. Wasn't that creepy? All buggy eyes. Big. That's exactly what he looked like on the Dreamcast. Holy crap, I just got a massive flashback right there. Christ. Luckily, you'd only see the back of him, so it wasn't so bad. But my god, talk about bug eyes. No, that's what it looks like. You definitely got the Crash treatment with the hair. They used the same hair gel. You know it, huh? Huh? It's Wumpa fruit gel. Well, that's what it looked like. So yeah, like, don't feel bad about not knowing this one as well, because it did have unusually weird platforms. Maybe Sega had a deal with it. I'm not sure. Not sure why they didn't get it on PS2. It might have been on there. I did not play it there, that's for sure. And I remember there being a GBA. I'm nearly sure the GBA game was either a spin-off or something. It was completely different. It was one of those things where... let's get him a nice little... That's a nice shirt, dude. I'd wear it too. It's one of those things where a lot of games just didn't have the power on the Game Boy Advance, so it would end up being the same named game, would end up being completely different. It was nice. It was really, really nice. I like this. Give you a handheld experience. And you know the way you want to play a game again on a different platform, but you don't necessarily want it to be the exact same thing. It was nice. It felt like you were playing a new game. I would do that a lot. Alright, cool. I think are we finished on a little bit of KO for today? It's 17 for that, sweet baby Jesus. Let's just load into a level real quick, because the save does seem to be a bit odd. There's checkpoints, but it still brings you back to the start of the level. It's like, huh? Let's just find the first level. Checkpoint may just be at the start. Still glad to see this back. It is definitely, without a shadow of doubt, one of the lesser known 3D platformers, but I think most of them that I've mentioned today with nostalgia, no one else has a clue what I'm talking about. So that's okay. So yeah, he's not that well known. I think the funniest thing is just the weird juxtaposition between having this clearly like Asian / Hawaiian vibe, you know, in the world, and then an Australian mascot, and then being made by a Polish developer. It's quite a mix. Everything's 17, huh? 17. Just like a wild wind, sing song that we're singing, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh. The age of 17. Alright. I think it's just to redo those. The eternal wellspring of the wells. Well, how's it going? How about this uranium? I want you to take your uranium and get out of here. Well done. A little bit of lily pad sunbathing. You okay, sir? You're spinning around. Get out of my way. I know you're feeling me when you shake it like this. Lazy bones. Don't you have something better to do? Yeah. Clearly you're getting a workout. Woo! Woo! Sounds like Michael Jackson. Woo! Yahoo! Don't know if we can even get over here yet. The Durian Valley. Get your durians out for the lads. If you see a girl with titties like durians,
One serious production line of
Got
durian
that.
juice.
No, can't believe it. Was one of the best fighting schools.
Jayabaya clearly changed
Stinky.
his field of expertise from smacking and punching
thank you.
to packing and chugging.
Clearly lost his mind.
I hope not. He needs to help us.
Right. Hope he can explain himself.
I need to get my hands on that old Call of Cthulhu game. I will find a way. Alright, I'm going to move over to play some Call of Cthulhu. I'm going to end the stream really quick and then be right back. Appreciate you guys. Sit tight if you're hanging out. Thank you so much.
I'll be right there, Bill. I'll be right there.